Some RaZeR is first to the stream.
Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. How is everyone doing tonight? Or today, wherever it may be in this world? How's everyone doing? Hopefully things are going well for everybody here. I hope so. Some Gamedev, congratulations on being first. You are quick with it. You are very quick with that. It is crazy. It's crazy how fast you are with that. But I will say, I cannot name a more iconic duo. You and the world clock, made for each other. Loki, good evening. Glad you're here. Let's see here. Dazu says you guys are fast. And also, hello. Hello, Dazu. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And Axel, thank you for the random sound. I appreciate that. Yes, well, glad to see you all here. It is going to be an absolutely fantastic night. We are going to get so much done. I can feel it. It's going to be great.
Amaran Reap says, guess what? I'll wait. Little more. Art.
I knew it. I knew it was coming up. All right, let's jump in there. I also just realized that this also needs to go down just a little bit more. I was like, this seems louder than usual, the background music, and then I realized why. It's had it slightly louder than I usually do. Anyway, oh my goodness, what the?
Arixa just turned their way into the credits of Tomb of Vasilias.
Rixa, that is crazy. Congratulations. Well done. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, beautiful stuff. I was just about to say welcome, and then I'm like, not exactly fitting for this, but yes, absolutely. Congratulations. Well done. Holy smokes. I'm going to throw you in here right now into the MVP/VIP section because you have earned it. You have earned it, Rixa. Look at you. Climbing the ranks, getting out of there. And over here, since you are number, wait, Axiomyth Games. Oh no. I think this is X2. Pretty sure. All right. And then we're going to come over here and we're just going to do a little bit of that and be like X2. I got to remember to do that more often when I'm moving people out of the names to the MVP/VIP names. Got to make sure. Anyway, congratulations. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. And yeah, that is crazy. That means that you have spent 20,000 channel points getting into the Tomb of Vasilias credits. Twice. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, thank you so much for sticking around, for watching that long to be able to get in there twice. So yes, I appreciate that. Thank you. Light work. That is true. That's true. Compared to Loki, that is very light work. Loki could almost, not quite. Yeah. Need 170,000 redeem. Yeah, Loki, you could almost have your name in the credits more than both Some RaZeR and Cleric Like a Cat combined. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. Oh, that's so many points. I need to do something. I need to figure something out. Maybe have it be like a 250,000 redeem or something. We'll figure it out. Anyway, let's see here. Okay, and then let's see. We got A, and then Squirrel says hello. Welcome, Squirrel. Glad you're here. Kawazai says, Twitch said, I didn't verify my email on mobile, but is working on desktop app, so I'm on PC now. There we go. That's very bizarre that it would freak out about that, but oh well. And I'm already in there. LOL. That's true. You did already have that redeem in there, but that means you are now a part of the MVP/VIP section, which is a very prestigious section to be in. Yeah, very prestigious. Very prestigious. Let's see here. 171,000. Did you get my message, by the way? I did see your message. I did not have a chance to fully read it and respond to it. Today was kind of a crazy day at work, and then as soon as I got home, it was jumping into fatherly duties, and our daughter actually We found out that she is farsighted recently, and so we had to get her some glasses, and so she just got her glasses today, and so there was a couple hours between me getting home before her going to bed kind of thing where I was like, helping her and making sure she keeps her glasses on, because 4-year-olds do not like to keep glasses on. I don't know if anyone's aware of that, but that is the case. So, but anyway, yes, so I would definitely will be responding tomorrow, barring some crazy thing that happens to me. But yeah. So yeah, some Gamedev is on a 40 stream streak. Holy smoke, some Gamedev. That is absolutely wild. Congratulations on the 40 stream streak. That is, whoa, that's a lot. That is a lot. Oh yeah, well, can Loki do this? I actually don't know. I don't know where Loki currently is. On the stream streaking, anyway. Let's see here. Kaze says, and yet I'm stuck at 3.8k points like a bozo. It's rough. It's rough out there. Loki, you could actually probably hit 250,000 really easily. If we did a coin flip and you wagered half of your points, just half your points, you could be at 250,000 points. That's crazy. That's insane. Full Long Icicle says, sup? Welcome, Full Long Icicle. Welcome. Glad you're here. How's life? How are things going for you? Squad says, I'm at 6,300 almost. Ooh, not bad. That is not bad. Says I'm 1 stream from 40 streak. Ooh. You are 1 stream behind some Gamedev. That is I like that. I feel like that's something that some Gamedev is gonna hold over you as often as they can. Squoil's got some lemonade, some cake, and some bread. I'm jealous. Coin flip. You know what? Since we brought it up, we might as well do a coin flip. All right, everybody, let's do a coin flip. Come over here. Let's do manage predictions. And we're going to start a prediction. And we're going to do heads or tails and start the prediction. So remember, everybody, 5 minutes on the clock. Make sure to get your bets in if it's going to be heads or tails. And just in case anyone forgot, it is going to be a best 2 out of 3. And so, yeah, so don't get your hopes up if it lands on the one you picked on the first time, because it is best 2 out of 3. But it does mean you'll have a much better shot if it does land on yours for the first time. But again, random numbers are crazy. Crazy random numbers. All right, let's see here. Let us see. So, hold up. Wait, what's going on here? Checking OBS some stuff. Okay, all right. Okay, we're good. There we go. Okay, let's come over here to the Discord. Let's take a look at art. What's going on here? Get out of here, server boosts. Ooh, art. What do we got? What do we got in here? All right, Cameron. Looks like we got 2 of them in here today. Ooh, okay. Very nice. Love the seating on the broom. It's fantastic. I feel like I would do horrible with trying to get like the look just right and like trying to make it look like she was sitting on the broom. I think you absolutely nailed it. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, fantastic. Number 2. Ooh, the hair looks fantastic. Just like the amount of time you spend on the details. It's like, yeah, it's not, every individual strand of hair, but it's like every single one of these strokes took time and effort. That's wild. That is crazy. I like that. Yeah, very nicely done. I love it. I love it. The Caldera and Poff, a couple. Caldera is a fire mage. Poff is a chinchilla cotton elven fairy. Nice. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Fantastic. Very well done. I always love to see the progress you're making. So keep it up. Keep sharing. I love it. See, good. What about you? I'm doing fantastic. Yeah, just living life, making games. That's about it. Living life and making games. So, I'll conveniently be on the other side of Loki's bid. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Loki, if you were to actually gamble half of your points, I feel like everybody would be on the side against you, just on the off chance. Anyone bets 3k on heads, I'll do tails. Ooh. Well, not bad. Bet. Your move. Nice. It was cut in half by color fill, to be honest. Oh, okay. Fair. Rixa says, yes. As soon as I go off tails will win. Possibly. That's a very, very good chance. Yes, we would. Sorry to whoever voted heads. I mean, we're looking fairly evenly split here. I'm not gonna lie, pretty evenly split so far. But hey, we'll see what happens. All right, everybody. Well, before the coin flip is ready to go, which by the way, it looks like we're about halfway done. So get your bets in if you want to bet. Get your bets in. So we have done some stuff on the game, and we're gonna kind of see what's going on here. So, first things first, I gotta try to remember everything that I did. What all did I do between this stream and the last one? I know I did stuff, but I'm trying to remember what I did. So I know I did a little bit of balancing when it comes to the money that you're generating versus how much the chickens are actually costing to upgrade. So there is that. I did finally add a second chicken, so you can now finally come in here and purchase a second chicken. That's pretty exciting stuff. If I'm being completely honest, very excited about that. Now we can have 2 chickens, but that's not all. We've also got a third chicken that you can purchase, and they're very generic chickens. I did not go out of my way. I forgot to save the names that I had on this computer, and so I didn't actually have a chance to go in. And but on the bright side, at least their logic is in there. And so I'm trying to decide how many chickens we will have that will be just like regular chickens before we then finally start hitting like the fun chickens, right? But anyway, so that's what we got. That is what we got, and they all technically are working. So so if I come in here and I just kind of help this guy generate just a little bit more money faster, so I can upgrade this one, I can upgrade that one, and everything's good. Everything's good to go here. So yeah, so we're slowly but surely getting a few more chickens in here, so that's good. I think for the most part, most of what I did was I was going through and kind of like writing down exactly what it was that was going to happen in the game, how you were going to play it, and also trying to get a little bit more of like the UI stuff down and figure it out. So gameplay wise, that's about what we've got now. I don't think there's anything really more. I mean, you can pet all the new chickens, so that's good. And yeah, you could upgrade them and all that fun stuff. So all of that is there and good to go. So the other stuff we actually have is the conceptual art, essentially, right? And so basically what I needed to figure out was I needed to figure out where was I going to put things like the outfits, the egg orders, the upgrades, all that stuff. And so I had to go in, try to like figure out what I was going to do UI wise, essentially, right? So if we come over to, let's see, was there one more thing? I'm trying to remember. It was, I don't remember what it would be if there was a thing. I don't remember. Oh well, it's fine. Okay, so if we come over here to Photoshop, so had a couple ideas. So the first one was having like a side navigation, essentially. If we come over here and I just zoom in a little bit. So I was thinking about just like having little tabs here with icons, where basically you would have, so you'd have to be able to like basically switch this UI here, it would just like swap it out with a different UI. So there would be, if I come over here to the menu navigation, there would be your chicken tab, you would have your orders tab, your upgrades tab, your outfits tab, and then settings. So that would be where like you could adjust, well, the settings, and you could quit the game and reset the game and all that fun stuff. But it just felt kind of crowded, kind of crammed. I was like, I don't know if this would feel good. So I was thinking about like we could always, make the pen, the chicken coop area a little bit smaller maybe. But then I was like, what if instead of putting these tabs here, what if instead we do menu navigation? So essentially the way that this would work is there will be just down here at the bottom here. So there will be icons that correspond with what the previous menu option will be, and then an icon over there that will show what the next menu option will be, and then the current option that you are on. So there are things like, so you got chickens, you've got so you got chickens, you've got the incubators, which I don't know if we're going to necessarily call them the incubators. I might call them like nests or something. Basically, this is going to be where you put your eggs to be able to unlock stuff. We're going to kind of go into that in just a second. You've got your outfits next. And then, so, that's where you kind of like choose what the chickens are going to be wearing. You got your orders after that, and then you've got settings, and that's it. So, so basically that is how it would kind of work is, you just like click on the left or right buttons, or maybe press a button on the keyboard, and you'll be able to swap this whole menu here with other menu options. So I was like, either we could have like a whole menu that pops up here, like covering the whole screen, or something, but I was like, we'll just have it, just this will be the UI. So that's kind of the general idea. Anyway, all right, let's see here. Over on YouTube, we've got Jordan's Faves. First of all, welcome, glad you're here. Says, add RNG elements to it so that when you buy a new chicken, it has a random variety. So I have thought about maybe doing that. Maybe there will be some RNG in the game, and I'll kind of go into where the RNG is going to come into play. I do like the idea, and here's the thing. So I had the thought. I was like, what if we like took this an extra step, and what if we did? I know that I'd mentioned like maybe doing like a tower defense kind of game with this thing. I think that's going to be too much for what we currently have time-wise and how much more we have to do. I don't think we're gonna actually make a tower defense game with this, but who knows? Maybe we'll make an unboxed 2 or something. Who knows? And maybe that one will actually be a tower defense game. But I think for something like that, the RNG would be a lot of fun for the chickens there. But I think what we're gonna do here, the RNG is basically going to be the eggs. So if I pull up this, so I've actually written down exactly how the game is going to play and function, all that stuff. So basically, basic general idea of the game. So you will have chickens. Chickens generate the money. You use the money to unlock/upgrade chickens to generate more money, right? Very basic idle game concept. After that, we then have the... Ooh,
Kazzy wants Moonman to do 10 bicep curls.
I suppose we can. I ain't reading all that. Don't worry, I will read it for you. I'll read it for you. This is not going to like show up in game. This was more of like I was writing it down so that I can actually remember where the game is supposed to be going. So next is the incubators. So the incubators, or the nests, or whatever you decide to call them, they're going to hold the eggs. So when the chickens lay eggs, you will be able to take those eggs and put them either into the nests, / incubators, or whatever. You can also, fulfill the orders, stuff like that. So anyway, so the eggs. So you put the eggs in the nests or the incubators. When the eggs are ready to hatch, they unlock a random clothing item for the specific chicken, which unlocks an upgrade if worn. So basically, the idea is, like the leghorn or whatever they're called, the white chicken will lay a white egg, and you will take that white egg and you'll put it into the incubator, and then over time it will eventually be ready to go, and then you'll crack it open, and then it will unlock a random clothing item. And those clothing items will actually be the thing that are unlocking the different bonuses for the chickens, which is, I guess, the next thing. So basically, the outfits can be equipped to the chickens to unlock upgrades. So like things like more money, faster production rates, cheaper upgrades, etc. And then clothing can be upgraded with prestige points to multiply its effects by, I don't know, like 2x or 3x each time. Now, how do you get the prestige points? We'll kind of talk about that. So then customers will order eggs, and while you're fulfilling the orders, they will award prestige points. So prestige points are a premium currency, and they are used to upgrade the clothing. So basically, the more orders that you fulfill with the eggs that have been laid by the chickens, the more prestige points you will unlock. And then once you prestige, so you sell off your chicken coop, you then get all of your prestige currency, and then you'll be able to use that currency to then upgrade the clothing items you have unlocked already. Anyway, so moving right along. So prestige. So when you prestige, it sells all your chickens and it resets all your chicken progress, but it keeps all of your clothing and upgrades, like the upgrades to the clothing. And then prestige awards, premium currency, are gained egg orders and is used to upgrade clothing. Then of course, last but not least is the settings or whatever. So that's basically the menu options / the loop of the game. And then, so the idea is, yes, so there will be the orders, there will be the clothing items, there will be the prestiging, and all that fun stuff. But the one thing that I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do, because I think I want to do RNG with the eggs, right? So each one of the chickens will have a specific color or design of egg, right? And so when the chicken lays that egg, you will either have the chance to incubate it and have it grow, maybe it takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour or something like that. It will incubate, and then when it's ready to go, you crack it open, and then it will award you a completely random item. The only thing there is there's two ways that we could do this. Either we could have it be where it will always unlock an item that is currently locked. It's never going to try and unlock a similar item again. That is something we could do. Or we could kind of play into the whole luck-based RNG thing, and it literally just picks a random clothing item every single time. And so then that way, the majority of the time, once you get further and further and unlock more and more clothing items, eventually gets to the point where you're like, come on, get me this one. And then maybe it unlocks a top hat again. But anyway, so if anyone has any thoughts on how we should handle that, let me know. Because I kind of don't want to do it like in order, right? Where it's like, okay, you will always unlock the top hat first, and then you will always unlock the monocle next, and then the rain boots, and then the umbrella, and then the whatever it is we want to add in there. Now, I do kind of want to have it be random, but do we want to have it be random where it's only unlocking currently locked items, or is there something more we want to do there? So let me know what kind of you think, if there's anything that comes to mind on like how we should handle that. Would absolutely love to hear it. And if not, then we may just go the direction of it does randomly select, but it only selects from currently locked items, and then it unlocks them, and then you're good to equip it to your chicken, and then it will do things like, well, you know, production times and the money generating multipliers and things like that. So anyway, that is that. Let's see, Jordan says, OMG, it's farming a tower defense, a niche that hasn't been explored. I mean, I would like to think so. I feel like there is going to be some game out there that just hasn't hit the masses where someone has done a farming tower defense game. I'm sure it exists. I'm sure someone has made it somewhere. But anyway, okay. I'm going to get caught up on chat right after. I do need to, let's see. So let's do the coin flip. I'm going to do the bicep curls, and then we're going to get caught up on chat, and then we're going to jump in and we're going to start doing some game dev stuff. So let's jump over here, and we're going to do a little bit of a coin flip. Coin flip, not fliopo. All right, here we go, everybody. Ready? Remember, best 2 out of 3. Whoever wins, we are going to be awarding the points, and it should be a good time. So here we go. Coin flip. Ooh, what do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Oh, we got ourselves a tails. We got ourselves a tails. All right, there we go. We got one tails on the board. Let's see what happens after this. Is it going to be a tie? Or is it going to be a clean sweep for tails? Come on. Oh, we got tails. We got tails on the board. A clean sweep for tails. Congratulations if you voted for tails. That is absolutely fantastic. Very well done if you voted tails. For anyone who did not vote tails, if you voted heads, I am so sorry. But I promise, the next time is going to be all right. Gamedev says, my 3K. I'm so sorry. It's going to be okay, though. I promise. You'll get him back. You'll get him back. All right. Let us jump in. Okay, we're going to do the bicep curls now, and then we're going to jump in, finish up on chat, or catch up on chat, and then we're going to get into the game dev stuff. So, here we go. Let's crank the jams, and yeah, here we go. All right, everybody, hand on the clock, count them with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Those things get heavier every time, I swear. Oh, it's not actually increasing in weight.
Thanks for the follow, Artheus3D.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. Whew. Picked a good time to follow, so I appreciate that. All right, so let's see here. Okay, what have I missed? Okay, where did I end? Was you truly sorry? W's for head. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Just unlucky coin flips. This looks like a mobile game concept adapted to an actual Steam game. Exactly. I mean, it basically is just a mobile game, right? Which is why I decided to do it, because I figured it would be very easy to do. And then I start going too crazy. Here's the thing. If I was just making this part of the game where it's just, you have your chickens, you upgrade your chickens, and that's it, I could probably have this thing done before the end of the week. Then I decided to do other stuff, so, should be alright though. Is this bet is like giving me more points if I won? Yes, sorry, I should have explained that a little bit more. Yeah, so basically with the coin flip, whichever one you, wait, I need to actually, I should probably actually manage predictions, right? Oh my gosh. It was tails, yes, that's right. I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot who won. Tails won. All right, choose outcome. It was tails. So yeah, so basically the way that it works is you will pick whichever one you think the coin is going to flip on, either heads or tails. We flip the coin, best 2 out of 3. Whoever wins, I believe, however many people, I think it's weighted in 2 ways. So basically it takes how many people voted for that thing, and then I think it also weights it based on how many points you predict, like how many points you submitted. So the more points you give, the more you're going to actually get awarded. It's not like a 1-for-1, I don't think, because here's the thing. Like if someone votes on tails and there's only like 5 points on tails, and then there's like 20 people on heads, obviously like it can't. So anyway, I don't think so. If I do tails and it says 9,500 channel point. Wait. Once you choose the outcome, viewers who have chosen the correct outcome will be awarded 9,510 channel points. I don't know if that's everyone individually gets 9,510 or if it splits it among people. Maybe everyone just gets 9,510. If that's the case, then everybody's going to get 9,000. Well, everybody who voted tails is going to get 9,510. So anyway, yeah. So if you guess correctly, then you get more points back, and if you don't, then you lose the points you put in. So yeah, kind of gambling, kind of a little bit of gambling. All right, complete prediction. Here we go. There we go. Congratulations if you voted for tails. Well done. Well done. And there's always next time. If you didn't win, there's always next time. See, it's okay. I'm the luckiest head flipper. My luck will overpower yours. More birds. Yes. And we're going to keep adding even more. Logan says, hashtag giveaway. Also, I did not tag everyone in this post. So if you want to get in the giveaway, make sure to go to the giveaway channel. That is true. Yes, I might actually, probably what we're going to do, actually, if you're okay with this, Loki, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure to highlight it each stream. And then, and then if people see it, great. And if not, oh well. Yeah, so basically, make sure if you want a chance to win a free Steam key, make sure to come in here and all you have to do is just react to this post. So if you're in the Discord channel, just come to this game key giveaways, and then there will be the latest post, which is right here, and just react to it in whatever way you want. If you want to come in here and you want to just react with one of these, or if you want to come in here and then give an 07, that works too. I'm gonna take my name off the list though, because I don't want to mess it up. Anyway, yeah, so just react to it, and then you will be added to a wheel that we will spin on the Sunday stream to see who gets a free game. So all because Loki is an absolutely fantastic and amazing individual. So thank you, Loki, for being willing to part with some of your extra keys you have. So thank you for that, Loki. I appreciate that. Let's see here. On Clicker Heroes, there is a few stats like total damage done by a single character and such. True. And here's the thing. Oh, that's what we should have done. Oh, man. I feel like it'd be too much. Okay, it wouldn't be too much work. What is the nemesis of a chicken? Is it a fox? Foxes, raccoons, weasels, and birds of prey. Coyotes. So, I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. But now, Dazzy, you kind of got me thinking about maybe taking this in a Clicker Heroes direction, where your chickens are fighting foxes and dinosaurs and coyotes. Well, but then that kind of like takes the whole outside the box. No, wait, dinosaur should be a type of chicken. Oh, that's true. We should have a dinosaur chicken. Notepad. Oh, not Notepad++. Get out of here. Run Notepad. There we go. Where I'm saving everything. Dinosaur chicken. Yes, I would agree. Anyway, yeah. So, as much as I do want to do that, it does kind of remove the whole outside the box theme of it, which I know we already have like a very, very loose, sticking to the theme already. Because basically the whole idea of it being like outside the box is when you buy a chicken, a box drops in, and then you unbox it, and then it comes outside the box. That's like the only thing that we actually have even remotely linked to the actual theme itself. So I probably shouldn't remove that. Yeah, probably not. Oh well. Turned my chat filter off. Finally, didn't know where the setting was. I found it. I can say the manly words: holy moly and lamau. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so very proud of you. Language. Honey, the Twitch has parental controls while having girls in bikinis on the homepage. It is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? I reading all that. I don't even have enough for the trifecta. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Quasi. I'm sorry. Okay, I finished reading all of that. Lamau, no, I was kidding. Loot eggs? Exactly, yes, loot eggs. Basically, that's basically what it's going to be. Is we're going to have loot eggs. Yeah, for a second, that sounded wrong. It doesn't give kids gambling addictions. I can't buy points, but I can buy bits to spend on messages and get points and maybe get in the credits. True. Moon Man, more like gambling man. Shake my head. The cord, sir. Oh. Wait, is the cord for more than just the giveaway? Now that I'm getting caught up on chat. Loki, is the cord that you were talking about for more than the giveaway? Was there something in general that I should look at? If head wins, I'll get banned and from emoji spam. Tails, no! Art again. We'll definitely go take a look at that again. My 3K, there's no risk. Don't worry. Holy pretended I swear. I use my 1 swear per day. This is PG-13. Let's see. If I spend enough, eventually there must be little to do. Realize Moon, just save my account. Thank you for following. Yes, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. It was heads, I promise. You can't trick me. You can't trick me. Yeah, no new points are generated. 55 points up to 95.65. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. That is absolutely wild that everybody gets those points. Yes, there are ratios for each side. Squad says, I should spend more than 1740 on days. It happens. It is shared. I got 6.4K. Oh, okay, gotcha. Let's see, I wish that were me. I got 3,000. My dream is getting on in the credits will come true soon. They're gonna come true soon. That's the one. Let's see, and then Artheus says coyotes. Yes, coyotes. Dinosaurs. Carnivore. No way, dinosaurs should be a type of chicken. The Colonel. Is that what we should call the bucket? Here's the thing. We have bucket of chicken, but I think we're gonna call this one the Colonel. That is, I love that. I love that. Okay, never mind. We're calling the bucket of chicken the Colonel. It's happening. It's happening. What if the chickens are in danger of being put in boxes, chicken nugget boxes, and you must prevent that by fighting the fast food workers? Ooh. That could be kind of fun. I'm trying to think of how I would, do the actual gameplay of that and the visualization of it all. Yes? Okay, alright. Let's go take a look at the cord really quick. General. Oh. Ooh. Look at that. 444 games played, 78 games completed, 33.59% completion rate. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure the last time you posted one of these, it was like 30%. So the fact that you've gotten over another 3.5% is wild. It may have been like 31%, but still, a couple extra percentage points is wild. You are now at 1.03 trophies per day. 11,148 unearned trophies. You got a long way to go, but you're making progress. I mean, 1 a day is not bad at all. You're 121,000 world rank, 31,000 country rank. Gosh, that is wild. That's absolutely wild, Loki. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Wait, what is this? An orphan, a demon, a coward, and a feral animal hunt Michael Jackson. I don't get it. I don't get it. Who knows? Not me. Let's take a look at art really quickly. Ooh, okay. All right. I'm liking where this is going. Getting her all colored in. Very nice stuff. Yeah, I love it. Love it. Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going. All right. Let's see here. I prefer KFC family buckets. Chickens turn into dinosaurs if they work out enough. Ooh. Get them leveled up enough and they start turning into dinosaurs. I like that one. But they still skipped Arm Day, I guess. Would they actually have Arm Day, or would they have I can't think of the right term. Oh well, I'll just wing it. Okay, everybody, let's that was a terrible pun. Okay. let's figure this out. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to work on the menus, I think, tonight. I don't know, maybe we'll do some art. Maybe we'll do some art instead. I almost feel like art would be a lot more fun. I think so. I think so. Okay, so let's talk about this. All right, let's talk about the chickens that we have. So how many chickens do we have that people have submitted? So we got one, two, freaking autocorrect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 18 potential chickens that have been submitted. Let's do this. Okay, so this is what we currently have. So we have the Poultrygeist. We've got the ee-hee chicken, which is the Michael Jackson chicken. We've got the Scared chicken. We've got the Bucket-O chicken, which I think we are now going to call the Colonel, because I feel like that just is genius. Let's see. Black and White is the vintage / retro chicken. That's true. Really chicken, which is just a cutout of an actual chicken. We've got the chicken waffle. We've got the popcorn chicken, which is just a popcorn, a thing of popcorn with a beak. We've got the frozen chicken, which is a ice covered chicken. We've got the chicken costume, which is a guy in a costume. In a chicken costume, we've got the Chickaboom, which is a soldier chicken. We've got the Homebody, which is still in the egg with both legs popped out. We've got the Johnson, which is a phallic-shaped thing. We've got the Sir Box-a-Lot. We've got the Cluck Norris. We've got the Wind-Up Chicken / plushie. I think we're probably going to go with a Wind-Up Chicken on that one. We've got the Zombie Chicken, so that will kind of probably be the Chicken Jockey. And then we've got the Dinosaur Chicken. Yeah. A decent amount. Because here's the thing. I was kind of thinking we do roughly like 20-ish chickens. I feel like 20 chickens would be a good amount. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Finally, time to fart without the F. Exactly. It's going to be a good time. I changed my color because why not? Hey, why not? Why not? The Johnson. I know, right? It's great. It's great. Here's the thing, right? Another word for chicken could be cock, right? But we can't just throw that in the game. That's just too on the nose, right? So if we call the chicken the Johnson, it works. It works. And it keeps it a little bit more friendly rated. So there we go. Thanks, State Farm ad. Blasted State Farm ads. We're missing the chick. Human. Wait, the chick. I don't remember that one. What was the chick? The chick. Dwayne the Cluck Johnson. So I think that was what we kind of talked about on the last stream. We were gonna call it Dwayne the Cluck Johnson. I can't remember did I call it Dwayne the Cluck Johnson? I think so. Maybe. And then eventually I was like, well, what if we just called it the Johnson? Maybe. See, interesting. Wait. Interesting. The Crisis Lifeline is advertising on Twitch. I mean, I guess anyone can be affected and would need it. I mean, if you're watching a Moonwood stream, I feel like the chances are a little bit higher. Girl, chick. Oh, gotcha. Like a chick. Okay. All right. I'll have to see if I can figure that out. Because here's the problem, right? Here's the other problem that we're gonna be running into, which is basically the chickens are very small. Like they're just gonna have to be small, right? Like say for example, this guy right here, this little chicken right here, he is like roughly 14 by 14 pixels. So we're not gonna be able to get a whole lot of detail in on these guys. So I don't know if we'd be able to get something that would actually look like that. Excuse me. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I mean, when you get ignored by Moonwood, you need support. True. If you need to, there is help. There's help out there, Loki. I promise. They're out there, and they were willing to take your calls. And they might not ignore you. Maybe. I can't make any promises, but they might not. Okay, so what kind of art are we going to need for all of these guys? So if we come in here to pictures, so we have a couple things we are going to need for all of the different chickens. So we need the name, obviously. we're going to need the larger chicken sprite, and then we also need the smaller chicken sprite. Which again, like I was saying, the chicken sprites are very small. Very, very small. So if we come in here and we just say down to 25%, yeah, so these guys are 14 by 14 pixels. Very small. So it's going to be a little bit tricky. Now, because this is more of like a joke game, we don't necessarily have to keep them at this exact resolution. Like once we upscale it to here, we are technically working with 56 by 56 portrait. So it doesn't necessarily have to keep with this whole pixel art aesthetic. Like we could change it, but just saying, it is potentially going to be something like that. So let's go back down to 25%, because most of them are probably going to look like that. So come over here. I'm trying to decide. Cute little chicken. Here's the sad thing, though. This chicken is the one thing in all of this that I didn't make. I did not make this chicken. I made this chicken, like the chicken head. I made this chicken, which is like the larger chicken in a box. But I did not make this chicken. So that's why I probably need to replace it. So that I can, you know, have all the chickens be mine. All the chickens do belong to me. I like the big head you did make. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's I wanted to have something that would have a bit more detail when you unlock the chicken. And so I was like, what if we have like, well, also, I originally made this for the logo, right? The logo is the reason why I made that one. And then I was like, well, what if we just use this every time you unlock something, it pops up in like a larger upscaled thing. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do there. Okay. Well, let's see here. Trying to decide. Ugh. Checking the price for the games to see just how much it would be to buy them all at their base price. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Where did you get the chicken from? An animal texture set, Google AI, or someone from your community? This chicken? So this chicken was just on itch.io. I'm trying to remember exactly which one it was. Let's see here. Itch.io. Whoa. I think all I did was Wow, the UI is very different when you're in a very small window. Okay, let's go to browse game assets. And we're gonna look for what did I I think I just searched for like chicken. If I could spell chicken. Oh my gosh, chicken. There we go. Yeah, so I think I just looked for chicken. And I think I also sorted by game assets. There it is. There's the one. Yes, this guy right here. Yeah. So just a free animated chicken sprite sheet and GIFs. Yeah. So basically, it has all the different chickens. It's got all the walk animations, sitting, pecking, all sorts of fun stuff. So if you're looking for chickens, there is a free sprite that you can download from itch.io. And yeah, so it's just called it's by pixelplanet.itch.io chicken sprite sheet. There you go. If you're looking for a great chicken sprite, it's right here. Right here, and it's all fully animated, all that jazz. So I was going to be using the fully animated version, and then we decided to go with like the whole just like bobbing back and forth animation, which I think is fine. Should be all right. Okay, so that's right. Art. So I'm trying to decide which one's going to be the first one. I think. Let's do the kernel. Also, I spelled the kernel very wrong. There we go. Okay, not very wrong, but still. This one's going to be the bucket of chicken. After that, I think we're going to do the homebody. Let's just focus on those two for now. Yeah, those two should be good. Okay. So we're gonna need a couple things. Should we do the homebody first? Yeah, maybe we do the homebody and then the kernel, and then we'll figure out after. The homebody needs to be an egg with the legs popped out. Yeah. Oops. There we go. All right. So kind of keeping with the same art style for this one. Let's do this. We're gonna do 4. Yeah, let's do 4. Do something like this. Wow. Okay. Oh, kind of looks like an egg, right? Kind of. Gonna post it as a second chance in the cord. We'll have 4 reactions. Whoever gets it right gets whoever gets it right gets put in the wheel for a chance. Okay. I like that. I wish I was a chicken. Maybe one of these days with advances in science. Yeah, Quasi says, fact that may or may not be fun, the letter W in Icelandic is called a double V. I feel like that would make a lot more sense, honestly, with its shape. Sir Cluckington's soon daughter looking dashingly handsome. See? Beautiful. Okay, so then rough idea would be we would have something like these guys kind of sticking out the bottom. Looks kind of terrifying if I'm being completely honest.
Thanks for the follow, BRU Bug.
Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome. Glad you're here. You picked a great time to jump in here as I struggle with pixel art. Now it just kind of looks like he's wearing a diaper. What if kind of bring this down? Maybe there's just too much going on there.
Axel_Benedict cheered 5 bits. Name the chicken waffles. As in the favored breakfast, chicken and waffles.
Wait. Name of chicken waffles. I mean, we do technically have, let's see, where is it? Somewhere in here, chicken and waffle. So we could call it just waffles instead of chicken and waffle. I do need a name. I do need a name for something like that. Same in French. No, he's a black belt and not wearing a diaper. I mean, that could also be the case too. Maybe something like that? Feels slightly better. little bit slightly. Keep in mind, though, this will be gonna look slightly different from this, so let's see. Yeah, so he's gonna look like that walking around, right? Now we could, I don't know if I want to increase the size. Okay, what if I just do this? Got items, eggs. I don't know if these eggs are necessarily any better looking. Yeah, I think it needs to be slightly larger than just this regular egg, right? Maybe that. We are going to add an outline. This guy's got an outline, right? Yeah, he's got an outline. I will need to increase his size, though. I mean, I feel like the outline is needed around his feet, but I also feel like it kind of makes it look a little bit weird. Who says it isn't both? It could be both. Could be both. All right, let's go canvas size. We're going to increase the height by 2 pixels. Something like that. Okay, now we add the little bit of depth. Add a little bit of highlight that's not necessarily the shine up there. Okay. Need you to be a bit darker. Even a bit more. Yeah, something like that. And a good in between there to get like a nice transition. Yeah, sure. What if, though, what if we do something like this instead? Let's grab... Okay, so do 4 pixels on top, which I feel like is good. That. Then we do the 8 towards the bottom. This. Wow, I looked away for 5 seconds. Now it looks so good. And it's gone. You know me. You know me. I can't just look at something like that and go, yes. We gotta go again. He's building a snowman. I don't know what it feels like, honestly. That does. See, I was thinking kind of BB-8, but snowman actually works a bit better. Maybe we actually need to go wider. Maybe the 8 pixels is not quite right. Maybe we need 10. It's going to be a wider set egg. A little bit of a chonker here, you know? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. I almost feel like it's slightly too round at the top still. Okay, that's better. That's better. Little less, no, we want it more rounded. It was too pointy. A little more rounded. Perfect. Let's see. Okay, so let's grab... I guess that is using the same color as the, All right, never mind. Now, as far as the legs go, I think what we're going to do is still having them wide set. But then what if we just... We could go with slightly less wide set. Right. Wait, no, that's not quite right. Aha! That's why. You gotta be there. Okay. Okay. Now this part of the shell just kind of looks questionable. Now it looks even more questionable. Ah, crap. Because maybe the legs do need to be just wider set in general. Let's do that. They still kind of maintain like a regular chicken shape. There we go. Now it doesn't look as questionable there. That's good. It's a good sign. Good sign. All right. Get a little bit of that. Okay. The only thing there now is shape of the eggs is going to be a problem. Now, let's do this. Bring me back the egg without the feet. There we go. There's the egg. Here's the legs. Now I can actually just move them around wherever I need, and then I can figure it out as I go. So if I were to then add that around that, just kind of fill this in with whatever I need here. No, that feels like they're too... Feels like they're too high up, you know? Yeah. I feel like they need to be here. Maybe they'd be fine without having the shadow on the very bottom. Maybe. We'll figure that out later. Okay, let's add some depth to the egg. Ah, crap. I was adding depth on the wrong layer. Oh well. And let's add the shine. Go. Okay. I think the wider one works better. That one just kind of looks skinny, deformed. Yeah. Yep. There we go. That's better. Celix says, hey, it's Dream. Let's see. Cindy M says, duck butt. Pretty close. Just a butt. Actually, oh my gosh. I didn't even see it until you mentioned that. I did not even notice if I were to just do something like that or that. It kind of is a duck butt, isn't it? Dang it. Good eye. You got a good eye. No, so it's a chicken still inside of its egg, just with its feet popped out. But I do kind of see the duck butt now. Yeah, it's kind of just bending over, mooning the camera. Bad chicken, bad.
_Benedict cheered 5 bits. It's Egbert.
Oh, it's Egbert. Hello, Egbert. Exactly, it's Egbert. Looks like a rocket, the old one. Oh yeah, this guy. Just ready to block. Oh my gosh, he does. Oh man. This one I feel fine in changing this one because we're not going to use this one. But yeah, literally all we have to do is just be like something like this. There we go. He's a rocket. He's a freaking rocket ship. Pixel art skills are top notch. Not for anything that we actually need to make, but you know.
_Benedict cheered 5 bits. Crack open the egg to show eyes.
I almost feel like that would be terrifying looking. We can do something like this. We just kind of have some cracks in here. You do a little bit of this. Ooh. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of it just him in the egg. I don't know. We'll see how he looks in game. We'll see. Rocket Man. Let's see. Also, if I'm not saying your name right, Cindiem, I'm assuming Cindiem says, oh yeah, no, I see that. Yeah. Oh well. Maybe it'll make more sense once it's in the game. Let's see. It's Egbert putting the moon in Moon Man. Celix says, what would it look like if the legs were 1 pixel closer to each other because they just look too far to be a chicken? Give it a shot. See what happens. Oh, that's why I widened them. So if we have them 1 closer together, you know, obviously like ignoring the whole, you know, the chicken, you know, the egg that I would then have to like kind of refix. I don't know. Maybe other people are not seeing this as much as I'm seeing this, but this part right here is looking a little questionable, you know? But maybe it's not that bad. Nailed it. Who you calling a chicken, turkey? I'm calling no one. No one, of course. No one a chicken. Absolutely no one. I don't know. Maybe it's not as bad looking as my brain is telling me it is. Does it look... Maybe it's not... Yeah, maybe it's not actually that bad. Although I don't know if I'd be able to trust any of you. I'm sure that a bunch of you are just going to be like, no, it's not that bad. Keep it. And then it'll get flagged for adult content. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Well, I think this guy should be good. So if we come in here and we just delete all these other layers. Phallic? No. It's exactly where my brain was like, does it maybe? I don't know. I think we should be all right. All right, so let's save this guy as chicken 4. Yep. Is this Photoshop? Yes, yeah. I tend to prefer Photoshop just because I'm very familiar with it. There are definitely better programs out there for pixel art. I don't know. It's just I've been using it for a very long time, and so I'm like, you know what? This is what I'm comfortable with. So, but yeah. So definitely. If anything, nose. Oh yeah, I can kind of see that. It's a nose shape. It's kind of funny, actually. Got little yellow boogers coming out. Okay. All right. So we've got the makings of Chicken 4. So we have Chicken 4. We now need to get the unlock chicken graphic, and then we also need to get the actual name and update the list, and then we'll get that thing in the game. Let's see. Sonic the Fox says, "Hey, yeah, welcome, Sonic the Fox. Welcome. How you doing? Glad you're here. How's your day going so far?" All right. So let's get. I think what we're gonna do, just to make things simple, come over here, and then we open up. Actually, no, let's do this. Let's open up this image and move it over to Photoshop. Move it up. Okay, all right. Open up this image, move it over to Photoshop. Why? Why can I not open you in Photoshop? Thank you. Gee. All right, bring it down to 25%. There we go. So that is the pixels we're working with. And if we come over here to the logo, unboxed, let's grab just the box itself. There we go. Okay. That is what we got to work with. That is our canvas right there. Sonic the Fox says, fine, just got a new food shelf setup. Ooh, nice. Was looking at RPG Maker videos a second ago, and now wondering on if I should start that RPG project this late or play an RPG like DQ11 or Chrono Trigger. Decisions. That is a lot of decisions right there. I would maybe say play a game. At this hour, I would say probably play a game. But then tomorrow you should definitely start on the project. See, Cindy M says, unboxed. I know, it's supposed to be very punny. Maybe a little too on the nose, but I like it. I like it. Okay, so yeah, this is what we got to work with. This is our area here. So basically, we just need to recreate this egg. So we're not actually going to see the legs. It's just going to be the egg. So let's do new layer. Let's do 14. I think 14 would be good. Yeah, 14. And then let's do something like 20, 30, 32. Here-ish. Yeah, that works. Let's also grab, I want to snag all this just to create a very simple mask. Just to make the actual drawing of it all easy. Oop. Okay, easy enough. Select inverse, and then we come over here and we create a mask. There we go. Now we'll just look like he's going into the box. Let's also bring in a new layer. Add the color of the grass just to get like a good idea of how this is going to look and feel. I think there's got to be a better way to get some shapes going here. It could work as eggs, but I don't know. 1, 2, another 2. Gotta make sure that's like a good drop off, you know? Okay, so let's do, so we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that should be all right. All right, flip that this way. RaZeR. Go. Maybe we move it down 1. Maybe it's just slightly too small here. 20? Yeah, it looks like a Russian nesting doll. Yeah, you were never here. You were never here. I will not say your name. You were never here. Egg! It is an egg! It is an egg! Well, now that you've announced yourself even more. Photogenic Mail, welcome. Glad you're here. Sonic the Fox says, the video I watched was a guy trying 5 games made in RPG Maker with the default assets. You honestly can make good stuff with that. So it's sad when I see so many do minimum effort. Yeah, honestly, like, half the battle with RPG Maker is the effort. Because, like, you know, and I know there's, like, a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth when they hear RPG Maker. A lot of people are just like, oh, RPG Maker, whatever. But it's like, you honestly can do some really good stuff with RPG Maker. Again, if you put in the right amount of effort and time, like, you can make really, really good stuff with RPG. So, but a lot of people just don't put in that time and effort, and then it just kind of reflects badly. Sucks. But, oh well. It is what it is. Okay, so what if we take that, bring it over here, down, preserve. Oh man, okay, let's take this one, bring it down 1. Take this one, bring it down 1. No, take this one, both of them. Oddly enough, this shape is more difficult to get on this size than it is the other one. I kind of don't like it. All right, I feel like that's close enough. Close enough, we should be all right. Yeah. Should be all right. Again, this does not need to be perfect. Just good enough to get first place. Yeah. What we're going for, right? The goal is first. If we can't get first, second. And if we can't get second, I'll cry. Just a little bit, though. I almost wonder, bigger. We add a little bit more going on here. Kind of like it. I can dig it. Yeah. There we go. 1 pixel high on this one. Kind of like it just on the one side. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. And then we've got this guy over here. Go with a 2 pixel brush. One pixel. I think you actually need to be further over. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Okay. You can't really see the legs, which is a little unfortunate, because kind of the whole thing. But maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be all right. I guess we'll see. Okay, well, there we go. Let's delete that and merge you down. Resize this up to 400%. And we're going to save you as Unlock Chicken 4. Next up is the name. So let's close that. We can close that. So we don't need the logo. We need the new unlock. Okay. Oops. Copy. And we'll just make it a little bit bigger here and there. Okay. What are we calling this guy again? Homebody? Homebody? Yeah. Now, Axel, I know that you'd thrown out another name, but this one was a Jesse creation, and Jesse decided on Homebody. So let's see. Somewhere in Dev says mail detected. Loki says, I mean, who thinks of making games in Excel? That's a good point. That is a really great point. Indeed, one of my main tutorials for RPG Maker, when I did it, when it was Echo Song. She doesn't do RPG Maker YouTube anymore, so it gave me the love for the program. Hey, as long as the love came from somewhere, that's all that matters in the long run, right? Homebody. Is homebody one word? Yes, homebody is one word. Okay. Thank you, Google. I appreciate that. Gosh, what is on there? Is 16 the right? Oh no. Is 18 the right font size for this? That looks a bit better. I think the font size for this font is 18, not 16. And I've been making all the things in 16 point font, and I believe it's supposed to be 18. Well, oh well. But is it? $24? I feel like 18. I mean, the spacing is kind of weird on some of the letters, but we can fix that. We can always fix it. Okay, so homebody unlocked. This one we are going to want to do. You have just 2 pixels between you. Okay, cool. We reduce this down to that, so 16. But essentially what we can do is we can just merge that. We can come in here and manually adjust the spacing as needed. Do that first. Let's move you over 1. That's close enough. I feel like, okay, so that's good. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. This one is technically 1. But I think with the Y, with it like being further away from the D, I almost feel like it should just be 1 pixel. Yeah. Same thing here with the L. I feel like, yes, we'll do just the 1 pixel, and then that'll do its whole thing right. The 2, 2, let's have you be 2 away. Add a little bit more onto the E. And then the D. All right, go. Okay, so you there to there, that is 27. Of course. Actually, here's what we should do. I should just do this. I said that looks pretty centered. Yeah. Say so. Okay, merge that together. Select all, copy. No, new. Go.
Thanks for the follow, Art Direction Line.
Art Direction Line, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. I had to double check on the username because the text-to-speech sounded a little bit weird in my ears, and I was like, well, that makes sense. I like it. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you had an absolutely fantastic day so far. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right. So let us change that to 400%. And we are going to save you as unlock name 4. Go. Okay, last but not least, we need a couple more things. We need to upgrade the list. I think I want to upgrade these images as well. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Okay. So this is when you have actually unlocked Homebody. And I think I need to make another image again. This was not a good idea on my end. Why did I do it this way? Could I just technically use that same thing? Yeah, I guess technically. Yes. I'm gonna have to figure it out eventually. If I figure it out, I mean, how do I want to go with the art direction here? I think I'm actually going to replace the larger heads here with just the actual chicken image itself. I think that makes the most sense. Yeah. Yep, we're doing that. Okay. So let's merge all of this down, though. So this is going to be UI list 4. Go. Now, let's just update this list specifically. And then we can just update it for all the other ones. Okay, so chicken number 1. Let's copy that over here. This is just for one chicken type. Yeah. Yep. It's, it is going to require some offline work for myself. And here's the thing. I specifically chose to do this chicken because the art was supposed to be slightly easier. Yeah. I was like, oh, an egg? That'll be easy. Yeah, I'll just do the freaking egg one. Yeah, that'll be an easy, quick one. I'll have that knocked out in 20 minutes. So here's the thing. I may not get to all of the chickens that I am wanting to get to. Maybe. Oh, that's what's going on. There's a chance. I will not be able to get to all of them all. But yeah, who knows? We'll see. We will see. Wait. Oh, did I actually come in here and flip that? Oh, all right. Be fair. I just don't remember doing that. Yeah, that's good. Whew. This is going to be a very involved process. It's okay, we can sacrifice dinosaur chicken. It already went extinct anyway. I mean, the hope is that it won't take too... Here's the thing. Once I get the art done, I am now also going to go in and show you how long it takes to get an actual other chicken programmed into the game. Because again, this is just getting the art in here. We have not even touched on the actual programming portion of it. Which, like, it is fairly streamlined, but it still takes a bit of time. It's not exactly just a throw the art in there and it's just good to go. You know, there's a little tedium to it. But it's not the end of the world. Should be okay. Let's up that to 11. Go. You. Delete. Okay. Holy smokes. Oop. There we go. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Now, we merge all of that down. We say this is the UI list for. Go. We open up UI list 0. Nope, I don't want to open it up. I want you to open it in Photoshop. Thank you, thank you. And we'll just copy all of those. There. Okay. Let's do you. This is now UI list 3. This one is UI list 2. You know, I could probably do this in actual pictures. I might do that off screen so I don't have to use... No, because that's right. Okay, I thought about maybe doing that where I was going to say, hey, what if instead we just... Yeah, basically the idea was like, I was like, what am I using this image for? I can just have a whole bunch of like individual pictures, but we are using the y-axis of the image to determine where everything else is landing. All the UI elements on the actual scrolling menu. So that is why we're doing it this way. That's right. Now I'm actually remembering why we're doing it this way. There we go. Okay. That should update everything over in here. So if I pull this up, nothing should look different other than when you open this up and then it unlocks this chicken, the little image here is going to be different. There we go. Different image. Awesome. Same thing here. If we open this up, it should then unlock and show the other image. Go. And last but not least, this should then do that. Which also, I found technically a bug, but I also don't know if I'm going to consider it a bug. So, you know how, like, you know, when you open the box for the first time, you know, you click and hold, and then it pops up, and then, you know, there you go. You got a chicken, but you got to click and hold for like a second. I did discover that if you buy a box while it's still bouncing, you can click, and then it just opens instantly. And I'm almost wondering if I just want to save that and not change it. So if people want to, like, I don't know, speed runs, or people just don't want to wait through the animation, if you are already clicking and holding, it will just instantly open up the box. Maybe. See, Technical Mindscapes, for welcome, glad you're here, says, my 7-year-old saw your stream and asked me to make him a maze game. Hey, there you go. I like it. I asked GPT to tell me how to use Godot for it. This is quite a tricky pursuit you've got here. Yes. Good times. Well, yeah, I do appreciate that. Thank you. And you definitely should. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Also, your 7-year-old has great taste. I will say that. See you in the stream. Good taste. Okay, so now we need to actually get it so you can unlock this chicken. So I'm going to now show you everything that goes into actually programming in a new chicken. So I have made some of it a little bit more automated. Other parts, not so much. So box spawn doesn't need to change. The opening the box doesn't need to change. Spawning the chicken, doesn't need to change. Because I have picture layers and things like that all linked up to variables. So everything here should be able to stay the exact same. So I think the only other thing is, let's see, menu scrolling. That one's fine. Idle chicken money. So we need idle chicken money. So first and foremost, we need to take that, copy, paste, and move on to this one. So this is going to be the chicken 4 idle money. So if chicken 4 is spawned, so we need to just come in here, copy. Whoa. Crap. Chicken 3 animation. So there we go. Okay. So if we just say if chicken 4 is spawned, let's also rename this one chicken 4. So chicken 4 is spawned. Say chicken 3 timer. So we need to come down here. We need more variables from here. So we've got the chicken 4x and the chicken 4y. Further down along the line, we've got chicken 3. We've got the timer max. We've got money. We've got level and level max. And we've got upgrade cost. Okay, that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay, so let's say 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and wait for it. 4. All right, so this one was the chicken 3 timer. So we want to say chicken 4 timer. If chicken 4 timer, no, add 1 to chicken 4 timer. And then if chicken 4 timer is equal to or greater than chicken 4 timer max, then we just say player money plus the chicken 4 money. Money. Okay. And then if the chicken 4 level is equal to 999, just say chicken 4 timer. Gosh. Sorry, I thought there was like a spider on my arm. That scared the crap out of me. I was like ignoring it for a while because I thought that maybe it was like a hair, and then it like kept tickling, and I was like, so if there's a spider crawling on my arm. Luckily not. We're good. Unless of course it fell. I think we're good. Okay, what was this one? Chicken 4 timer. Chicken 4 timer. So chicken 4 timer set to 1. And you, chicken 4 timer set to 0. Okay, so that is it actually giving money. Unlock boxes / upgrades. This is the big one. This is the big one right here. Okay, so we now need to copy. So unlock chicken 3. This is going to go into the else handler here, and we're going to paste that there. There we go. Okay, so all of this, we need to update all of that. So we're doing, starting here, unlock chicken 4. Now, luckily, I have lined up things to allow for easier ID, like picture ID and variable ID management and remember, right? So here we go. So if the mouse is within game picture, so 190.x minus 200, then we've got position Y 190, so minus 504. So basically what we need to do is we need to move this down on the image. So we're currently at 504. I already know that it is minus 128 pixels. That is 376. Okay. So yeah, so the X position is fine. The Y position is what's going to change. So this is going to be 376. And then if the mouse X is picture Y plus 200, then picture Y, so that is 384 minus 128, which is 256. 256. Go. Okay, and then because of the absolutely fantastic plugin from some Gamedev, we can, instead of having to remember all the IDs, I can just come in here and say chicken 4 spawned equals false. And then also if the box spawned is false, and if the player's money is greater than or equal to chicken 4 upgrade cost. Hey, see, it's paying dividends. I may not be using it all the time, but I am using it enough to make things better for me. So I love it. All right, so now we want to say, so set 191 UI list highlight. This is going to be X and then the Y. So we need to say 444 minus 128, which is 316. 16, there we go. Okay, then if you release, do that, scrolling menu, then we just want to say variable player money equals player money minus the chicken 4 upgrade cost, and turn on box spawn. Then we've got actually, so that's just purchasing the chicken. Now we've got upgrading the chicken. Upgrade at chicken 4. This is going to be if the chicken 4 level is less than 999, and then if the mouse position, so 190 minus 88. If the Y is 190 minus, we've got 440 minus 128, which is 312. My gosh, why does it do that? I was already in position, and it's like, we're just going to scroll over now. Okay, 312. And you are X position, and then here's the Y position, so you are 396 minus 128, which is 268. Okay. See, UI list upgrade 0, picture X, and Y, so that's 418 minus 128, it's 290, minus 290. Okay, UI upgrade list 0, 418 is now 290. Go. Angle. Okay, and then when you release, we just want to see, so long as the player's money is more than what the current upgrade cost of the chicken is, then we can say set the player's money to be minus chicken 4, set chicken 4 level plus chicken 4 upgrade cost is going to equal math ceiling, the chicken 3 upgrade cost times 1%. Got chicken 4 money, go. And then so long as chicken 3 level, so we want chicken 4 level, so 4 level is greater than or equal to chicken, chicken 4 level max. Say chicken 4 level equals, chicken 4 level max is equal to 10. Nope. If the chicken 4 level is equal to 10, then set the chicken 4 level max to equal 50. Say chicken 4, chicken 4, 4, chicken 4. And then if chicken 4 level is equal to 50, set chicken 4 level max to equal 100. And that would be chicken 4, 4, chicken 4. Oh yeah, that was another thing behind the scenes that I completely forgot that I had done. So I made it so when you actually upgrade the chicken, once you hit these thresholds, right? So like once you hit level 10, level 50, level 100, level 250, I want it to increase the amount of money that you are generating more than just the regular 1%. So I have it multiply by 1.8, so 80%. So it gives quite a bit more when you actually hit those miles. Hopefully it'll make it a little bit better. I hope. We'll see. Again, balancing is going to be a bit of an undertaking, but honestly, I just need to get the game done, and then we can balance as much as we need, here and there, making it just right. But this is just taking care of all of the times that you can upgrade the chicken, and then what it actually needs to do for all the different upgrade times. Once you hit level 500, it then increases the max to level 750. And then we do 4, 4, 4, 4. It also increases the multiplier by a little bit less each time. But still, it should still be a significant boost. But just enough to where it's not going to be like, more than doubling the amount of money you're making every single time. Just earlier on, it does more. But then technically you are getting more later on because you're already getting more anyway. If that makes any sense at all. Okay, so then if the player's level is equal to 100, then just set the chicken 4 timer to equal 1. And then over here, we've got all this stuff here. So yeah, so picture, your 418 is now 290. Okay, and delete 191, 191, cool. Clicking chickens. Let's copy and paste this one now into the else handler. Let's paste that. So this is petting chicken number 4. Oh. Go, chicken number 4. And then we're just going to say if game picture, this is going to be picture number 14 because that's chicken number 4. I did make sure to line it up just right like that. As long as picture number 4 is showing, then it checks the X position of picture number 14, and it checks the Y position of picture number 14. And then again, it checks the position of chicken 14 or picture number 14. And one more time, picture number 14, the X and Y and the X and Y. And then we just say if chicken 4 is spawned, and then as long as you are pressing, turn on chicken 11, and then the chicken 4 timer needs to go up by 1, so you're doubling the time. Go. That's the actual petting of the chickens. Then chicken 11, that should all be set and good to go. Menu scroll disable, idle awards. Okay. And then we just need 2 more common events. So we just need to copy, paste. And then this one's going to be for the chicken wandering. So this is if chicken 4 spawned is on. Food deployed, we just need to do, so chicken 4x, 1, chicken 4y, 1y. Then we just say 27 and 28, random numbers. Otherwise, yes. Otherwise, chicken 4x to picture 14x. And random numbers between 27 and 28. Okay, and then if chicken 3x is greater than 500, then just set you to be 500. So this is basically the code here that's keeping it from ever going outside of the fence area. So this just makes it so if it's ever trying to send them outside the fence, it just makes them stop and go no further. They shall not pass. This is the Gandalf of code right here. Chicken shall not pass. All right, an ID of 14. Go. And then you're going to be getting picture number 15. Okay, chicken within feedback. So if it's within the feedback, then it just needs to take the picture number 14. Picture number 14's X. And picture number 14's Y, minus 100. Okay. Let's see, 4 is equal to true, and if picture 14's X is greater than or equal to picture 1. So this is just making sure that it's within the feed bag area. Which again, we are going to have to add that back potentially. I'm trying to decide if we're actually going to make it so you can feed the chickens or not. If you can, it's not... I don't know if it's going to do anything. I don't know. Maybe. And then move picture number 13, and then chicken 4X, chicken 4Y. Down here, picture 14 with chicken 4X and 4Y. Right, picture 14, 14, 14. True, check picture 14, 4X, 14. Yeah, so I was going to try and automate this as much as possible. And by automate, I basically mean like making it so I could just like throw in a variable or two or 12 or however many up at the top of all of this and just have it automatically adjust. It would have been an absolute nightmare to try and get all of this actually working to that point. I'm just like, you know what? As tedious as it is that I have to come in here and do all of this manually, I don't think it's really going to determine that much if I actually am able to make all the chickens or not. Honestly, you know, what's going to keep me from making all of the chickens that I want is probably the amount of time it's going to take to make the art. Like, the art is probably going to be the longest amount of time, because like not only just like designing what they're going to look like, but then also making it and making it look good. Yes, the actual programming, yeah, it's tedious, but like, how long have I actually been working on this portion right here? Like 15 minutes, maybe 20, and we're almost done. So, you know, not the end of the world. Okay, picture 1, picture 1, picture 1, picture 1, so I don't need to worry about it there. Oh, this is the chicken eat, so that's the feedback. All right, cool. Feedback. All right, turn off chicken 4 animation. You rotate picture 14. Picture 14's angle is going to then be equal to 0. And then one last time, we've got the 14. I could probably actually duplicate this code and have it go faster. That is neither here nor there. Figure that one out later when I'm off stream, just to see if it's something that I could just copy paste and have this go a little bit faster. All right, chicken 4x, random between 1 and 40. Once chicken 4x is equal to 1, break the loop. That's just like a random wait time. Cool. That is chicken 4. This is chicken 4 animation. Say rotate image 14. Oh, this is also if chicken 4 animation's on. 14 and 14. Okay. Last but not least, I just need to come in here and set the starting stats of the chickens. I'm probably going to do this on a different method, but for now, this is just kind of what I'm doing. So, the chicken 3 timer, we want to set this as the chicken 4 timer. Chicken 4 timer max. I don't want to necessarily double it every single time, but we're just going to double it this time again, and we'll just call it good for the money. So how much money am I doing this for? 1,000? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 1,000 to unlock. This is, so pennies, so that's $100. That's $1,000. Okay, enough. Wait, that's chicken 4 monies. Go. Chicken 4 level is going to be equal to 1. Chicken 4 level max is going to be equal to 10. And the chicken 4 upgrade cost. Oh, that's right. You need to be 1,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1,000. The chicken monies is actually what it's going to be generating. I'm trying to decide exactly where we're going to go with the money, right? So chicken number 3. Chicken 3, it costs 500 to unlock, and then it generates 100. Okay, so it generates 100, but it's 500 to unlock. I guess we could say you generate 250, and then you cost 1,000 to unlock. Sure, why not? Look, it says I'm only about halfway through the list. Oh, God. That is insane. That is so many. Way too many. Way too many games. Okay. As long as all that is correct, let's give myself 10,000 money just to see, just for testing purposes. Okay, so I can hover over it. Everything seems fine there. The mouse all seems fine. Okay. So let's unlock this first one. Yada, yada, yada. There we go. We got Leghorn. And then if we unlock this guy, box just kind of drops on top of him, but that's fine. That's fine. We've now got Orpington. There we go. There's Orpington. And then, of course, we got the next guy. This guy is the one and only Australorp. Yeah, good old Australorp. And then the one we just finally finished. Let's see. Fingers crossed that this actually works. I'm going to be very sad if it doesn't work. So here we go. I can click on it. Okay, there we go. We got a box. Let's see what comes out of that box. Hey, look at that. We unlocked Homebody. It's Homebody. Look at him. Look at him, his little feet. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I'm trying to decide if I keep the whole flipping thing, because he doesn't necessarily have a direction. It cracks me up that he, like, is just in his shell. That's hilarious. I like that. I probably shouldn't like it as much as I do, but I like it. It's a good time.
Axel_Benedict cheered 5 bits. We need a Rooster Quest guide.
Ooh, a Rooster Quest guide. Are we talking like achievements, or what are we talking here? 'Cause I'm down for whatever. Or is the wait. Are you talking about essentially like a Pokedex? No, like a guide. Who is a rooster? Oh, a Rooster Quest guide. I see. Okay, so like do this thing next. Do this next. Do this next. I see. That's actually kind of funny. Because believe it or not. Also, yeah, wait, so we need to test the petting. Okay, so I'm now just realizing we did miss one thing. We're missing one crucial and very important thing. There's no UI. There's nothing here. I think it is technically generating stuff. I just didn't set up the UI. Anyway, yeah, so believe it or not, I actually did kind of start getting a rough idea. Not a rooster, but a rough idea of maybe like some kind of tutorial pop-up. And so basically that would be, so I call it the to-do list. So basically, it would pop up just kind of letting you know, like, hey, task 1, order your first chicken. Essentially the tutorial, right? But I like the idea of having it be a rooster. So having a rooster here that just like pops up and kind of tells you what you should be doing. I like it. I think that'd be kind of fun. I'm down for that. I'd make it. Okay, so let's open up the good old HUDmaker Pro, Ultra Pro. Not Pro, Ultra Pro, Ultra Pro. I put Pro before the Ultra, and then I threw in Ultra and then said Pro, and it made it sound like it has a terrible name. SummerEndev is very good at naming things. I'm the one that completely butchered that name. So, yeah, that's what we got. All right, well, so should be pretty easy. I should just be able to copy this guy, paste this guy, move him up to here. All right, let's edit this. So you are the chicken 4 stuff. Did all that. And you are if chicken 4 spawned is on. Cool. There's that. Now, where are you? You are 0 and 256. Cool. So if I edit this, and then we just say you are going to be 0, 256, but we don't want 256. What we do want is we want 256 plus 128, which is 384. For all of you non-math kids like me, and you got to use a calculator for something like that to make sure you're doing it right. All right, so let's come in here. So we got the chicken 4 timer gauge. Let's get rid of copy. Let's see. So all of this should be able to stay the exact same, which is great. That's why I love the groups. The groups are absolutely fantastic. Okay, this is the chicken 4 timer. Chicken 4 timer. And then chicken 4 timer max. Right, that should be good to go there. This is the chicken 4 monies. Money! I need the money. Okay, 75. So, switch 75, or variable 75, was chicken 3 monies. So we need chicken 4 monies, which is 81. 75 is going to be 81. Go. Right. Simple enough. Chicken 4 upgrade gauge. Rid of the copy. Right. So you're going to be the chicken 4 level. The chicken 4 level max. Go. Okay. This guy right here, the chicken 4 level. Get rid of the copy. Okay. You are chicken 4 level. Nope. Easy enough. You are going to be the chicken 4 on a upgrade unaffordable. This is basically just an image that shows above the green button if you cannot currently afford that up. Return, so game variables dot value. So if the player's money is less than, so 78. What was 78? 78. The upgrade cost. We want to say the chicken 4 upgrade cost, which is variable 84. So 78 is now 84. Right. Enough. Oh, we're going to go to this one, which is the chicken 4 upgrade cost. That. Okay. You are going to be some codes. You're going to be, so if game variable is 76. So 76 is the chicken 3 levels. We want the chicken 4 level, which is 82. 76 is 82. So if 82, so if the chicken 4 level is equal to 999, then just say max, because you can't upgrade anymore. If not, then we just want to say 78, which is, I believe, the upgrade cost. Yes, is now 84. 78 is 84. All right, and last but not least, we now have the chicken 4 timer counter. That, swap this code out with math ceiling, so 74 was chicken 3 timer max. So we want chicken 4 timer max, which is 80. Go. Minus 73. 73 was the timer. That's just 79. Okay, so 80 and then 79. Divided by 60. 2 straight. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Save. Here. Cancel. Cancel. Yes. Save. Okay. Let's see what this thing looks like. Be able to unlock. Boop. Yay. And unlock. Crush him with the box. And boop. Yay. And unlock. Open. Hey, look at that speed run strat. Press and hold. Right. Home body unlocked. Hey, look at that. We got ourselves a little timer there. And the upgrade cost is 1,000. Now here's the question though. How much is it actually going to go up? So this is 250. 250, 250. How much of an upgrade is it? Oh well. Oh well. He'll give you more to look for, right? Wait. Okay, yeah. So this is just for one chicken type. Speedrun strats. I know, right? Good old speedrun strats. Let's see. Yay. I'm about halfway through the list. We need a rooster guide. Okay, all right. Just making sure I was all caught up on chat. That upgrade cost goes up fast, though. Holy smokes. Well, it is what it is. Although I do wonder. Let's do... You guys probably going to be the best one to speed. Actually, no. Let's speed up Homebody. 14, 13, 12. Okay, so it is working with Homebody. That's good. This next A should allow me to get an upgrade, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're going from 270 to... Ooh! Yeah, 546. That's what I'm talking about. And it cuts the time in half. So there we go. Not bad at all. 26 isn't that, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. That's decent. Basically, if you've never played idle games before, the whole general idea is once you get, so many things running automatically and things are out of cost range, just start upgrading the most expensive, and then once you can't afford that anymore, move on to the next one. You move on to the next one, move on to the next one. This one is going to be quite affordable most of the time, just because it's really cheap. But the whole idea is like this one's supposed to be like the really quick and easy, cheap one that like you can basically just always be upgrading. Almost always. Almost always. Oh. Whoa, look at that speed. I'm getting $4 every time. Ooh, there we go. I don't know if this is actually fun or if I'm just having a good time with it because I made it and it's actually kind of working. I think it's probably, hopefully a little bit of both at least. I hope. I guess we'll see. Time will tell. Okay, all right. Well, cool. So that's how long. That is how long it takes to be able to add one chicken. It's a lot. It's a lot. What is Homebody here doing? What are you doing, Homebody? You seem very stuck. Okay, there we go. You seemed stuck on the fence, which I'm like, this is not, you should not get stuck. It should not be an issue, Homebody. Oh, you're such a good boy. Such a good boy, Homebody. All right, well, let's do some stuff, shall we? Okay, so there's another chicken. We now have 4 chickens. Cool. What else are we gonna do? We could add another chicken. We do have a kernel. This one, oh, actually, this one should be a little bit easier because we already have art for this one. Not all the art, but we do have art. We come over here, and we come over to here. And we pull up unboxed. Yep. Wilson. Okay. Nick, I'm going to spoil it. I'm so sorry. But you're not here to stop me, so I'm gonna do it. There we go. There's the fried chicken. I actually think I maybe showed this before anyway, so Oh well. Oh well. All right. What? We got ourselves a stretch.
_ Benedict just redeemed stretch.
Oh. And we got some bicep curls.
Axel _ Benedict
we've got the trifecta here.
To do 10 bicep curls.
Oh boy, we got the trifecta. One more.
Axel _ Benedict wants Moon Man to do 10 chest benders.
Absolutely, I can. Let's see, over on YouTube, we've got Lantern Bite says, hello, what are you using to make the game? I'm going to answer this question really quick, Axel, and then I'm going to jump into your requests. Yes, we are using RPG Maker MZ to make this game. Little unorthodox, I guess you could say, for making a idle clicker game slash pet management sim, but it's what I know, and so it's what we're going with. And yeah, I'm having a good time doing it. So anyway, yeah, so RPG Maker MZ, it is a great engine. I would highly recommend it for anyone who's wanting to learn game dev. You can do some really cool stuff with it, and it also just, it's a lot of fun, really easy to get started, and has an added benefit for once you kind of get things figured out, you can then implement a lot of JavaScript, and then you can be able to do some crazy stuff like this. So yeah, good times. I know I say crazy stuff. I know most people would look at this and just be like, this is not crazy stuff. And to that I have to say, I know, but if you were to look at this and if I were to tell you, hey, this was made in RPG Maker, I'm sure some people might be like, no, it wasn't. And that's my goal. That's my goal. I want someone to say, no, it wasn't. Because then I go, sure it wasn't. Sure. Believe what you will. Anyway, yeah, so there's the answer to your question. RPG Maker MZ is what I'm using. Let's get this guy upgraded up to level 50. Yeah, let's get this guy upgraded. Level 10. Oh, money. Talking about. So close to get another upgrade on that guy. And then I'll start generating all sorts of money. Anyway, all right, let's do some bicep curls, some chest benders, and some stretching. Let's get the The jams cranked. Crank them jams. There we go. All right, here we go. Oh boy. Oh. We're gonna start with the chest benders this time, because, you know, I'm an independent person and I can do what I want. All right, here we go. Oh, 10 on the clock, count it with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Now, the bicep curls. Here we go. 10 on the clock, count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Oh. Just realized I never turned off my overhead light. Is that better on the lighting? I don't know. All right. Oh, let's do some stretching. Oh, let's go to the right this time. And to the left. Oh. And backwards. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. Thank you, Axel. I appreciate that. Whew. Get me off my butt. Ooh, boy. Hey, look at that. We can afford a new one. Hey, upgrades. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Ooh, all right. Oh, man, there's so many little bugs that I'm seeing that I'm just like, I know that I need to get those figured out. And I know that I will one day. Yeah, one of these days. So basically, one of the biggest bugs that we have is the gauges right here, right? So this guy is now at level 11, which means he's one past, you know, moving on to like the next upgrade stage or whatever. And so I want the actual gauge itself to kind of like show that it's back down to 0. But I don't know how I'm going to do that. I really don't. Because it basically needs to... There's two variables. There's the current level and then the level max. The level max is essentially the goal, right? There's the level goal. And so it basically, what it needs to do is it needs to take whatever the current level is. So like if it's level 10, right? It needs to take that number, but treat it as if it was like a 0. It needs to be empty at 10. And then as you level up more, it then should go up more, right? Like, let's do it with this chicken. Okay. So 49 is the last one right before you hit the goal, right? And so when I hit the goal, you would expect this bar to be completely empty. But as soon as I upgrade, you know, it's halfway full because the next goal is 100. And if we're currently at 50 and the starting point is 0, well, it's half full. But I need it to change the starting point. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Not a clue. What's the numbers at the top right? Debug stuff? Yeah, just debug stuff. It's just the X and Y position of the cursor. I could probably get rid of that. I haven't really used it a whole lot since I got everything debugged and working. Yeah, it was basically just making sure that I could get like, when I was like building out the menu for the first time, just trying to like figure out like where my cursor was. Also like interacting with the chickens, I need to kind of like figure out where my cursor was to know, you know, where I could, you know, be petting them and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I could honestly probably get rid of those so it's not as weird looking. But man, these chickens are really liking this corner right now, aren't they? I have no idea. Like, I don't know if I can necessarily change the starting point of the gauge. Maybe. Let's see here. So this is what I'm using to build out the actual HUD itself, right? So let's say we've got the Chicken 1 upgrade gauge. That is this guy right here. This is what actually fills up as you level up. Yeah. So it has the current value and then the maximum. Loki says, I just looked at the cost for the first 2/3 and wow. Is that much? Should you be selling these keys instead of giving them away? I feel like, Loki, you should probably be selling them and not giving them away. I'm really, really interested to know what this number is, though. Going into the Inkwell says, hi, dude. Just dropping in to say hi. Welcome. Glad you're here. Hopefully you're having an absolutely fantastic week so far. And yeah, I do appreciate you dropping in. I know that life can be kind of busy, so no worries at all. But yeah, I do appreciate it. It's been okay. I hope that that doesn't mean that it is horrible. But I also know that sometimes life cannot be great. So I hope that it's not horrible for you. And I hope that whatever it is that is not allowing your life to be absolutely fantastic right now, I hope that it will pass sooner rather than later. That, you know, I hope you'll be doing a little bit better soon. That's my fingers crossed and hope that, yeah, you'll start feeling a little bit better than okay soon. You got this. You got this. I paid for the ones I wanted. Those cost me nothing. I mean, I guess that's fair. That's fair, Loki. Wait. Oh, did you use my updated guide? Possible. You maybe did. Huh. So maybe if we use code. What was it? 64? I think. Yeah, so that's 65 and 64. Oh, we HUD making. We do be HUD making. And you, actually, some Randev, you might have a better solution to this than what I'm going to be attempting to do. So I was basically just going to be doing some mathematical equations. That makes me sound smarter than I actually am. So basically, here's the problem that we're facing right now, right? So if I unlock this chicken, and then if I start upgrading him, this little gauge right here fills up, right? A little yellow gauge. And then as soon as I upgrade him, so level 10 is like the first milestone in the upgrade process, right? And so then basically that filler should now essentially reset, be empty, and then the next goal should be whatever the next variable is, right? But as soon as I upgrade to the next one, you now have like the remainder, because like obviously I don't want the level to like reset back down to 0 and then have the next goal be 50. So I need to maintain what is here. I mean, I guess I could go in and like create other variables, but basically the general idea is I want you to then only have to upgrade 40 more times to then get to level 50 to then have that be all the way full. So I think... Wait a minute. No, I couldn't do that. So here was my thought. My thought was I was going to add... Oh, that's right. Okay. So, because basically right now, the goal is 50. And I was going to say, minus whatever you currently are, right? So if we're at 10, cool, we're now at 40. Great. But then it would continuously do that, and so we would never see the bar go up. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Okay. Yeah, it's a head scratcher, that's for sure. I was trying to think of a way to do it without creating more variables, but I guess I don't know. You need to write some code? Yeah, yeah. I mean, that is why, you know, I converted, because this was just referencing a variable, but I figure I could maybe, that's where I'm just like, there's got to be some way in here, because it, yeah. We do some kind of like if statement. We would say, if variable 64 is less than 10, return variable 64. Else, if 64 is less than 50, return 64 minus 10. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking I might have to do. It might be. Which, like, isn't going to be the end of the world. It just takes us a little bit of, like, you know, just time setting it up this first time. And then, honestly, like, once I get it set up this first time, it should kind of be just good to go. Yeah, honestly. Okay, yeah. So if game variables dot value 64 less than 10, there we go. If you're not afraid of variables, because that's the other thing, is I think I could make, because how many upgrade tiers are there? Because all the chickens are going to have the exact same tiers, right? Like, there's never ever going to be like, oh, this chicken, you know, whatever levels up or whatever at 50, whereas this one levels up at 75. This one does 100. This one's 150. They're all going to be the exact same. So we look over here. So basically the tiers are 10, 50, 100, 250, 500, 750, 999. Yeah. Var equals game variables is 64. Oh. Ooh, okay, all right. Now I'm seeing what you're talking about now. I am seeing what you're talking about now. That would be a much better way to do it, because then I don't have to go in and adjust the 64, 9 times every single time I make a new one. Smart. Very smart. Okay, so yeah, so var, I like value. Yes, value equals game variables dot value 64. Yeah. Okay. Then we want to say if game variable, then if value, then if value is less than 10, I know this is going to look really janky. This is how I want to do it, okay? So, judge me all you want. Yeah, so it would basically just be, so if value is less than 10, return game variables dot value 64. Then we come down here, and I'm just going to say else. Wait, we want to do else? Else if. That's right. is else if, yeah, else if value is less than 50. I don't need to define. No, because this is an else if, not not any kind of like and if. Yeah, okay, never mind. We should be good. I was trying to figure out, I was like, wait, do we need to define if you are on the second, would we have to say if value is greater than 10 and less than 50? But no, we should just, yeah, so else if value is less than 50, then we would return. Oh, wait. Return value. Wait. Yep, you got it. Okay, cool. Oh no, what do we got, Loki? What do we got? Shame! Don't shame me, please. Don't shame me, please. I'm a learning boy. We start with the lowest one first, so we don't have to check for greater than. I like it. There we go. Slowly but surely learning and getting better. Okay, so anytime I was going to reference game variables.value 64, I just need to say value, return, value. Yeah. Then over here, return value minus, this one would be where we're saying minus 10. Yeah. And now we just get to go in here and just say, if you are less than 100, I also just want to make sure that I do have the tiers right. So 50, 100. If you're less than 100, return that value minus 50. Okay, I'm just making sure. So, okay, so we're starting at 10. Wait. What if I say minus 1? Because this first one does kind of have an issue where you buy it the first time. Oh, wait. You buy it the first time, and it already starts with like a little bit in the level up thing. I just wonder. I wonder. That is currently nothing there. Now, if we upgrade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know how I feel about that one. I like having it not start with already a little bit of gauge in here. Like, I like having it that it goes like this, but yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. I think I would rather have this be I guess I could also do the same thing on the max value. I'm going to keep that there just in case. And then we're going to experiment with the max value. For now, okay, so yeah. So I was going back and checking. So 10 to 50, so you'd minus 10. 50 to 100, so you minus 50. 100 to 250, so you'd minus 100. Okay, yeah, so whatever was above here goes here. You go there, you go there. $250 is 500, which means you would be 250. 750, so you'd be 500. Then you'd be 999, you'd be minus 500. Yeah. And then we want to have a last one, which is basically just else. Return. Value. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now we want to come in here to the maximum, which is 65. I want to say you are now equal to 65. And if the value is less than 10, I gotta basically do the exact same code for max. Yeah. So that first one makes sense. So if you're less than 10, but I think we want to say if you are less than or equal to 10, right? Because the max is already going to be equal to 10. Yeah, so I think we want to say if you are less than or equal to 10, minus 1. If you are less than or equal to 50, yeah, minus, okay. I think. Yeah, okay, all right. I was like, I think that's what would need to happen, but I wasn't quite sure. Let's see what goes on here. Going into the inkwell. Go into the inkwell says, gonna lurk here for a while. Sounds good. I do appreciate that. Yeah. Again, I know I already said it, but I'm just gonna say it again. Everything's gonna be all right. I promise. Eventually. That's what I got. That's where I'm gonna leave it. Okay, so we unlock this. Wait, what we got here? We've got Venka01. I almost said Vecna01. Venka01 or Vensa? Vensa? It might be Vensa. I'm horrible at usernames. I'm going to say Vensa. Vensa sounds good. Says, can you tell me how to sit and code and avoid the whole chaos of AIS that start every week a career-ending model that you know it could do better than you 10 times better. I'm just a second year and it hits hard. But a junior right now is so stressing. Well, AI. It's AIs. You're meaning AIs. The chaos of AI that's starting. Yeah. So here's what I'm going to say. There's at this point, there's basically no getting around the fact that AI, it just keeps getting better, right? And it's going to keep getting better. Like wherever AI is right now is the worst it will ever be going forward. And so it can be very difficult to want to sit down and code. It is very difficult to want to sit down and create. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter how good AI gets, maybe in like 100 years or something like that, but it doesn't matter how good AI gets. Someone will have to be there to put in the prompts. Someone will have to be there to interact with the executive team, with the leadership or whatever of the company that you're working for. There will always have to be somewhere that will have to interface with the AI, right? And so I'm going to say still learn. Keep coding, keep learning, keep creating. Because just because there's something out there that can create, maybe it'll be faster than you. Maybe it'll eventually be better than you. Like, here's the thing. It would take me years to sit down and paint some kind of masterpiece, right? Because I would have to learn how to paint, and I would, take me forever, right? But you could sit down in front of an AI and say, create a beautiful masterpiece in the works of so-and-so, and it could do it in 5 seconds, right? But it's not creating that art. It is just creating a derivative impersonation of that art, which, don't get me wrong, like most of the time, well, not most of the time, sometimes it looks really good. Sometimes it looks absolutely fantastic. It is the same thing with code, though. you could say, hey, program me this thing. Like, make me this program, make me this landing page, make me this website, make maybe this database for my website, whatever it may be. And the AI could go in there and it could create the code. But it's going to be some derivative of someone else's code. And as soon as it starts having issues or something like that, maybe someone could use the AI to go in and fix it or whatever. But there's going to be some need for someone who understands what's actually going on. There's going to be a need for someone to continue to create new and more code that the AI will then inevitably go in and learn from. So just because there's going to be an AI out there that will eventually be able to create, faster and be able to output 24/7, it's never going to replace the need for someone who actually knows how to code. You can think of the same. So here's my usual analogy with stuff like this, right? My usual analogy would be the invention of the dishwasher, right? I'm sure that when the first, obviously I don't know of any actual records of this, but I'm sure when the first commercial dishwasher became available, I'm sure there was pushback. I'm sure people were like, oh, like this, what is this giant machine that is going to be washing these dishes? Like we've all been washing these dishes for hundreds of years, and how dare it? How dare it? Even though, it came along and eventually, dishwashers got, really good, really fast. And I'm sure there was a lot of pushback. But that did not ever eliminate the need for someone to either load the dishwasher, unload the dishwasher, or maybe the dishwasher made a mistake and there's still some grime and gunk and grease and stuff like that on the dishes. Maybe someone else needs to either run it again or go in and do a little bit of extra washing on the side. There was still the need for someone to wash the dishes. And now when you say to someone that I'm going to go wash the dishes, no one assumes you're out there hand washing the dishes. Everyone assumes you're putting it into the dishwasher. Does that make the dishwasher irrelevant? No, it makes it the tool in you washing these dishes. And so I feel like there's going to be an equilibrium that is met eventually with AI and programming and creating art and things like that, where it will eventually be seen as a tool, but you still have to know how to use that tool, right? You can't just hand a drill to someone and be like, hey, go. No, maybe a drill is a little bit too oversimplified. But you're not just going to hand a chainsaw to someone and be like, hey, go cut down that tree over there, right? Like, yeah, it's going to work a lot better than sitting there and like punching the tree with your fists. But it's still going to take someone who knows how to operate a chainsaw. It's still going to take someone who knows how to actually cut down a tree. And so all of this to say, keep learning, keep coding. Do not give up just because, maybe AI is going to, be able to program way faster and potentially better than I could in the next 5 years. Maybe that's the case. Again, someone is going to have to be there to actually understand what is happening in the code. Like, sure, you could get someone off the street and be like, hey, use AI to figure out what this code's doing. And yeah, they could feed it into the AI and the AI might be like, oh yeah, this code's doing this thing. It doesn't know that. Not for certain. And as soon as people start relying 100% on that, it is going to be a very dark day. And that is when people are going to then come for the developers. And they're going to be like, please help me. Please help me. The AI has ruined things. What do I do here? And you're going to be there. You're going to be there because you stuck with it. You kept learning. You kept growing. You kept developing your skills. And you're to that point where you can be like, oh yeah, this is where it's messing up. Here's the problem. Here's the thing. I wouldn't even consider myself a junior developer. Like I know I'm a very, very, very entry-level developer. And there have been times where I've gone to AI for help with my code and I've had to correct it. I'm like, that's not right. And it's like, oh, you're right. That is incorrect. And I'm like, why did I even come to you? So anyway, all that to say, do not give up. Do not stop creating. Do not stop pursuing your future, your career, just because there's going to be some tool that eventually maybe some people are going to use more often. Because yeah, we're still going to need people that actually know what they're doing, and you will be one of those people that know what they're doing, and it's going to be an absolutely fantastic future and career for you. So yeah, do not worry about it. It's going to be fine. I know it can be a little bit disheartening at times, but it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. As great as AI can get, it is never going to be able to completely replace humans. And if it does, hopefully will be good batteries for the AIs. Who knows? Who knows? But don't think about that. Keep learning, keep growing, keep being creative, and it's all going to pay off in the end. I promise. I promise. Logan says, nah, hand wash only. Are you one of those dishwasher deniers? I freaked myself out. I thought that maybe I had accidentally broken things because I was hovering over this. I'm like, why can I not click on this anymore? Because I already have a box. There's already a box out here. That would do it. That would do it. Let's see. Venka says, so I should go and complete this sorting algorithm. Yes, 100%. You absolutely should. Absolutely, you should. Yeah, I was about to go on another tangent, but I'm like, no. I went on a tangent long enough. Yes, 100%. Do not stop. Do not give up. Do not stop. Do not falter. Keep living your dream. Keep learning. Keep growing. And yeah, gonna be worth it in the end. I promise. Thanks a lot, Moonwood. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to inspire. And that's about it. I would say I'm here to make games, but, well, I'm making this, so I don't know if I can necessarily say I'm making anything too special. I actually think I'm going to get rid of that whole flipping animation on this guy. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, first and foremost, though, let's see what this thing looks like. So as I upgrade, when we get over to here, oh, okay, all right. It's looking decent. Let's see when we get up to 50. Oh, some Randev, you've done it. You've done it, some Randev. And then we just click through this a whole bunch, all the way up to 100. Yay for if statements. If statements are the best. Loki says, who else will make games in non-game engines? Loki, I think that's going to be solely you. Yeah. You are the one carrying that mantle right now. And I salute you. Salute you, Loki. You're doing great stuff. Keep it up. Let's see, also, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Venka or Vensa? Venka? I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna keep saying Venka, unless of course you correct me. Says, looks good, man, and you are a lovely person too. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be. Venka, all right, perfect. Venka, I do appreciate that. Yeah, honestly, like, I know I've said this before, and I'll say it again. My two goals of being here streaming game dev are twofold. Number one is I want to inspire people. It may not be much. Maybe it'll be just an inspiration for, hey, maybe you should get into game dev, or maybe you should keep doing game dev. Maybe you should go build a website. Maybe you should go paint that picture you've always wanted to paint. Have you always wanted to become a sketch artist? Go start sketching, because I know that you can do it. And the second reason is to make games. You know, that's also on my game making streams, is hopefully to make games. So anyway, yeah, good times. Some Randev mentioned, let's go. Well, of course you were mentioned. You have helped single-handedly get me figuring this out. Wow, I really need to make it so I can purchase more than just one at a time. This takes a while. This takes a while when you gotta click this many times. Oh, that just looks so much cleaner. There was a part of me that was thinking about, I was like, what if I just don't even worry about it? I'm so glad that I worried about it. I'm very glad that I worried about it. Okay, so basically what I need to do is I need to now duplicate that to these other three progress meters right here, because as you can see, these are doing the old things where it's like as soon as I level up to level 10, it then has that progress. So let's go duplicate that, and then I'm going to get rid of this whole the flipping animation of the egg, because again, there's not technically a direction that this egg guy is facing. He's just kind of walking. So yes, we're gonna get rid of the flip. Wait, yeah, that one right there, the flip. All right, let's do that. Come over here and let's get that thing going. Excuse me. Let's see. Lantern Bite says, those clankers. If they say clanker is a bad word, we're all doomed. I will for now and forever call them clankers. I absolutely will. It's actually, so, random tangent. Kind of funny story, but mostly random tangent. I went on a date with my wife, last Friday. We went out and got Korean barbecue, which if you have never gotten Korean barbecue, highly recommend it. So there's this really good Korean barbecue place, pretty close where we live, and it is an all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue, which, oh, there's nothing better than going to an all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue and just ordering all the pot stickers and all of the spicy chicken and teriyaki chicken you could ever want. So good, so good. Anyway, all of that aside, one of the draws of this restaurant is they have automatic robots that bring you your food. Now, it's not any kind of humanoid robot. They don't have Tesla bots walking around doing this stuff. It's literally just like a little a shelf on wheels that just kind of like drives around and then brings you your food. And anytime I pick up the food, I always have to say, thanks, Clanker. I don't know why, but I do. And my wife is always like, you can't say that kind of stuff. And I'm like, what is it gonna do? It goes 0.01 miles per hour, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't even have any kind of like listening device on it. So I'm like, it's not like it could even in 10 years come back and try to kill me. So, you know, I think we should be fine. But anyway, there's my my random tangent of using the term clanker. I will directly call an AI/robot to its face a clanker. I don't care. I'm not worried. I don't know if I'd call it, I don't know if I'd directly say it to Google, though. That one I'd be a little bit more worried about. Okay, so 64 needs to become 70. Yes, 70. And that should be it. That should literally be the only thing. Because some random dev is a genius and made sure that I did this correctly the first time. And I salute you. Okay, we come over here to this upgrade gauge, and I grab this code. Yep. Oh, and code. And you are going to be 71. You're the max. Yes. Okay, let me just make sure that I got that right before I come over here and just like duplicate that again. Let's see here. Son of the Fox says, I QN artist. Oh, I am an artist and writer. And while AI can do art and writing, mess around with it a bit to test, it can make some stories, but they aren't that creative with what they make soulless. Exactly. Yeah, and that's the thing is that, like, again, AI can create things. Like, if you, for anyone who tries to say AI cannot create things, obviously it can. It can create things. But it cannot create inspired things. It cannot create dreamt up things. It cannot think of actual creative things. It can create, but it cannot be creative. So, yeah. So anyone who's saying that it cannot create, it can create. But again, it's just soulless, right? Like you see it, you read it, and you're like, yeah, this is AI. I feel like the only place that AI is actually okay at is in corporate use, right? Like if you're using it to write an email, write an SOP, create SLAs, all that fun, fun stuff. It works really well at that because a lot of that stuff is just so soulless that the AI blends in perfectly. It writes that email and it's, people get it and they're just like, oh, this could have been created by the most soulless person imaginable. And you're like, it was created by the most soulless thing imaginable, AI. Anyway, yeah, that's not to say, and I'll admit this, full stop, up and down, I'm never gonna lie about it. I have used AI to write code. I have used AI to think up art projects.
_ Benedict Jade 5 bits. No, it does not. Grammarly's AI is ruining the tool.
Friggin' Grammarly. Trying to sound all human-like. Terrible. Actually, I felt really called out not that long ago because I legitimately use M dashes. When I'm writing stuff, I will use M dashes. I started using them like 10-ish years ago when I started school because I started school to be a web designer. And when I learned the alt code for M dash, which by the way, if you wanted to know, you hold down alt and you press 0151, that is an M dash. So there's that. But anyway, so once I learned that alt code, I actually started using M dashes all the time because I had to learn how to properly use M dashes. And I'm like, oh, these things are freaking genius. I love these things. And now that AI uses them and everyone, anytime that anyone sees an M dash in my messages or anything like that, they all just assume that I use AI. And I'm like, no, I just use M dashes. I'm sorry, I do. Sue me, but don't. That is the definition of a frivolous lawsuit. Anyway, yeah, so M dashes, good times. Kind of soulless, a little soulless. All right, so 76, so you need to be a 76. Confirm, okay. And then we come back up over here, and then we grab the maximum value code. That, cancel. And then we grab that. Here, yes. And you are 77. 677. Ooh. And the last but not least is this guy up here. So it's coming here. Actually, let's just do this. I'm going to do gauge. I'm going to do the maximum first since I already have that code copied. No sense in going in and copying other code. Yep. Okay, so then the chicken 4 level is going to be, so 83 is the max. 83, which means we go that, and then do that. You. That means you are going to be 82. Yeah. There we go. Save. Cancel. Save. All right, let's give that a test and just make sure those gauges are working correctly. 6, 7. Dang it. I hate when I do that. I do it all too often. Just unlock all these chickens. We're doing the speed run strat. Yeah, there we go. Speed run. Okay. All right. So now all those look correct. So if I start upgrading. Oh. The only problem here is I need to give myself more money. Let's go to no, because I know that they do limit how many. Yeah, so we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. So unless I actually go in and manually with JavaScript add money to myself, I can only have up to $1 million. That's exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. Let's open that and bam. Speedrun strat. Click and hold. Let go. Click and hold. Let go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we want to test this. Just make sure. So that is... Bam. So good. And then we test this out. And bam. This out. Go. And then with this one, we already know is working. So happy day. Happy days there. Happy days are here again. Let's see. Sonic Fox says, in other words, I am not concerned. People will be able to tell the difference. That is true. Plus, U.S. government did just say the copyright is not possible to get on AI-made stuff, so a win is here. That is true. That is a huge win, honestly, because the amount of people that I've seen trying to like claim copyright on AI-made stuff, I'm just like, you made it with AI. Like, what are you trying to get out here? Just finished my play session of Dragon Quest XI. Playing games before bed helps me sleep. I found out. It honestly is a really great way to, it's a great way to unwind, and honestly, sometimes it can help give you some good dreams, too, so hopefully you have some good dreams because of it. It is a game I can sit there and grind for a long time, but technically don't need to. I love it. I love it. Let's see, Baomian? Baomian? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I hope I'm pronouncing it at least somewhat close. Says, I'm just a hobbyist in game dev. Is this RPG Maker or other game engine? I think some interfaces are from RPG Maker. Yes. So this is actually being made in RPG Maker MZ. So if you're familiar with RPG Maker MZ at all, yeah, that is what we're using here. So, yeah, it is a lot of fun. I mean, I would probably also say that I'm also a hobbyist. I think I'm still technically the definition of a hobbyist. I don't do it professionally, and I just stream it because it's fun, and yeah. So anyway, yeah. So it is RPG Maker, though. So RPG Maker MZ is the one. And honestly, RPG Makers, like basically all of them, look pretty similar in layout. So if you've seen one, you've probably seen them all. But AI can help organize our creative assets, enhance workflows, I think. Exactly. And that's the thing, is AI is a tool. It should never be a replacement. So if you're using it as a tool to help elevate your creativity, to help elevate your process, you are using it correctly. You would never use a hammer to paint a wall, but you would use a hammer to put up a wall. And as soon as you start trying to make that hammer do another job, you are doing it incorrectly. It's the same thing with AI. You know, you would never use AI, or at least you should never use AI, because obviously you could technically use a hammer to paint a wall, but it's a bad idea. You could use AI to create an entire game. It is a bad idea, because if you do that, it will be completely soulless. And so if you're using AI to create concept art, to help with code, answer questions, brainstorm ideas, that is a great way to go. Especially if you are a solo dev like myself. The amount of ideas that I've tried to brainstorm with AI, and then usually I hit some kind of dead end. You know, like the amount of times that I have brainstormed things, looked for like creative inspiration here and there. You know, and a lot of time it can also be used as a great way to just like quickly, essentially Google things. You don't just want to like sit there and Google, right? It's a great way to brainstorm. But again, as soon as you then try to just use what it gives you and you don't try to change it at all, that's when it kind of becomes you painting a wall with a hammer. It can be done. It's not going to look pretty though. Funny thing about RPG Maker VX Ace for me, I was admittedly overwhelmed with all the stuff in the database at first. Yeah, all those attacks are cool, but I had no idea how any of them worked. It was fun. Actors, classes, etc. It was all over my head. I figured it out in time, of course, but learned curves is there. Curves are very useful. I absolutely love the curves in RPG Maker. Yeah, honestly, like it can be a little bit crazy at first. But that is why, and I would 100% recommend doing this, especially if you're new to RPG Maker. Obviously, it's, you know, across the board with any engine, but especially RPG Maker. Start in the first tab and just start clicking on things. Here's the thing. There's nothing you could do in here that you then can't then just click cancel to fix. So even if you come in here, you know, obviously this is completely blank because this is this project, but in a regular project where you have your actors, they'll have their names, their nicknames, their profiles, their traits, and their notes, their equipment, all that stuff. Nothing you can click in here and delete and change and anything like that. Can you not just say, oh, cancel, and have it just go back to how it was before? So yeah, 100% recommend if you are new to RPG Maker, come into the database and just start on tab 1 and just start clicking on things. Just look around, see what things do, see what they are. Here's the thing, like I have very little actually come in here to the traits. I probably couldn't tell you exactly how to use traits, but I know they're helpful. So yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, the classes. Oh, yeah, it's, yeah, I guess that's true. If you start looking at stuff like this, you're just like, what is all this? What is this line here? This line is actually the visual representation of your, the XP that you would need to be able to gain levels. Yeah. Good times. Great times. Anyway, yeah. But again, I can come in here and I can kind of just like start messing with things and I'm like, whoa, this is crazy stuff right here. And then I'm like, wait, I want this to go back to normal. I just come in here and I say cancel. And then you're good. I will say though, I am very sad that with the curves in RPG Maker MZ, you can no longer do... Actually, wait. If I do like 3,000, it's just not fun anymore. It used to be so fun on those curves. Let me pull this up really quickly. Let me just show you. So that's RPG Maker MZ, right? So if you wanted to make a curve for your HP, like how much HP is the player going to have when you reach level, 99, you're going to have 5,350. Cool. And you're going to start with 450 HP. And you're like, okay, well, let's generate a curve. And you can be like, okay, well, I want to have 9999 when you reach level 99, and you have 100 on level 1. And I want you to grow really slowly. And so it kind of just like creates this, curve that like grows exponentially. Cool stuff. And like you can click and drag and it can like kind of show you what you would have at that level. Awesome. Great. I'm going to show you what I believe it was RPG Maker. I think it was VX Ace. I think VX Ace had this still, which was just, oh, I love this. So come in here, come into the database, and then we go to the classes, and we pull up the max HP. Oh, look at that. You can make your own curves, and you can just like drag, and it's just like, woo, you can make like, oh, you can just do like so many cool things. And like, you could just like create the craziest character where it's like, they have like crazy amounts of XP here, and then all of a sudden it just drops off, and then it's like, and then drop off again, and then would it make any sense in the game? Probably not. But it was just so easy to do that, right? And you can just like do crazy things with the XP, or with the HP. Maybe you want the HP to be a freaking bell curve, to like punish people who grind and be like, you have a set spot where you're going to be the maximum amount of HP, and as soon as you start getting past that point, it goes down on a downward trend, and then all of a sudden it sucks. It sucks. And you can just do that super easily. If not, if you're using RPG Maker MZ, you would have to come in here. You cannot click manually and draw it. You would literally have to say, okay, level 1, you're going to have 500 HP. Level 2, you're going to have 550. Level 3, you're going to... And you would literally have to go in and manually say this, because if you just generate a curve, you've got the starting point and you've got the ending point. And you can be like, okay, fast growth, slow growth. That's it. And it's so sad to me that you cannot do that anymore. I don't know why they removed that feature. Very sad. Very sad indeed. Anyway, that has turned into way long of a tangent than I intended it to. I don't understand class XP curves at all. They're kind of nuts. They're absolutely wild. Rare MZL. I know. Common VX Ace W. We're really skipping messages again. What? No. I'm skipping everyone's messages, apparently. Okay, just checking in. How's the development going? Going into thinking well. It is going well. We're slowly but surely making progress. It is definitely going slower than I anticipated. We are making progress. Slowly but surely. Wow. Logan says, I, for one, welcome our robot overlords. You won't catch me on the wrong side of the robot wars. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Maybe they will give you a nice beachfront property when they turn you into a battery. Whereas me, I will probably be in the bottom of a shoebox being a battery. So, yay. Good times, good times. Okay, 6-7. AI can't own it. The ruling still allows edited AI to be copyrighted. Oh. That makes more sense. Well, that kind of sucks. VXS Ace mentioned, I don't understand, the XP curves, rare MZL, common VX Ace W. We really skipping messages again. I caught up to it, Loki. Don't even worry about it. That was always my intention. It was always my intention to get caught back up. Let's see here. Boang from Myanmar. Oh, like an actual place. Holy smokes! Flights to Myanmar are crazy. Almost $3,000 to get there. Well, I guess I'm not going. Oh, it's by Thailand. Okay, and Cambodia. That makes more sense. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking maybe that was like an anime or something. Yeah, learning RPG Maker was a magical time, but frustratingly confusing at times. It can be a little bit weird how it handles things, but eventually, once you get there, it's generally okay. Anyway, love all the hobbyist game developers from all over the world. I appreciate you being here. So wait, so are you from Myanmar? So that's the case. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you found the stream. And yeah, thank you for clicking on the stream. I never knew you could do that. It is so much fun. I loved doing it. I never really actually used it, and maybe that's why they got rid of it, is because people were always like, woo, it's cool, but no one ever actually used it. But still, kind of fun. I just learned something. I'll remember that for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I think the game is turning out good. Well done so far. I never have been on a plane before. Have no desire to. Yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. But yeah, going on a plane, I've only been on a plane like 3 times in my life, maybe. And each time it's been fine, but I've never flown more than like 3 hours. Like, I think the furthest I ever flew was I flew from northern Utah to Dallas, Texas. It was like a 3-hour flight. That is the furthest. So I've flown From there and back, so I've flown there and then back again, and then I've flown from Utah to Washington, like Washington State, not Washington DC, and then back to Utah. That's it. And that is my entire flying stuff. Yeah. Never gone overseas. Never done anything more than, that's like a 12-hour plus flight. My wife's first time flying, and we went to Japan. That's diabolical, Loki. I feel like you should have done like a warm-up, a test flight. Like, all right, how are you going to do on like a 3-hour flight? Well, I guess trial by fire is a good way to go about that. I don't know how my autism, I don't know how my autism sensitivities would handle the plane's engines on top of the stress and the dangers of plane flight. I can see that. I know quite a few people that actually will never fly on a plane because of all those things, and that's fair. All very valid things. I mean, there was a layover. I mean, that's fair, but like, where was the layover? I'm assuming it'd be somewhere in the United States, right? Like, was the layover probably like around California, and then you went from California to Japan? That'd be the most direct route. I have to actually look this up. Maps. Okay, yeah, that would be my assumption based on where you're at. I'm assuming, unless it was Hawaii. So my assumption would be a layover in California and then California straight to Japan. It's my assumption anyway. I don't know for certain, though. Japan! I know, right? Good old Japan. Actually, Loki, you're going to Japan in like a month, right? Okay, time to get back into the thick of this. Yep. I'm so jealous. I want to go to Japan so bad. One of these days, I will. One of these days. Okay, so I was kind of talking about potentially doing one more chicken. Do we think we could get one more chicken in here? Because again, like I said, if we come over to here, we have the fried chicken. Oh my gosh, that's right. That feels like it was so long ago. Anyway, yeah, so if we... Okay, what do I have to do again? Open in browser. And then I have to save image as... unboxed images picture. We'll just save it as that. So I think I'm going to have to do some editing on it. I think. Oh my goodness!
Welcome RaZeR and your 35 amazing audience members.
RaZeR, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome everyone. Glad you're here. How was your stream? How'd things go for you? Hopefully went well. Anything you want to chat about? Anything you got going on? Would absolutely love to hear it. And also, we're just gonna do a really quick big shout out to. Let's see if I can. Why do I always do the wrong slash? I always do the wrong slash. Oh well. Shout out to RaZeR. Thank you so much for the raid. I do appreciate that. Everybody that is here, if you are not already following RaZeR, first of all, what are you doing? Make sure to go and give RaZeR a follow. So yeah. Hey, not too late, I hope. How's the game jam going? Yeah, not too late. I've probably still got another at least 30 minutes, if not a little bit more. But yeah, it's coming along slowly but surely. We're working on. So yeah, we're getting most of the core functionality in here and working. So yeah, so you can purchase your chickens. We've got a few in the game so far. So we got the first chicken. We've got a second chicken as well. And then after that, of course, after 2 comes 3. We now have 3 chickens. And then the chicken that we just implemented tonight is the chicken number 4 that we are going to be adding, obviously a lot more. But yeah, chicken number 4 is the last one we've added tonight. And we unbox this one. And this is the first of the chickens we get into that is going to start being the like the punny chickens, essentially. So this is the homebody chicken, which is basically a chicken that never came out of his shell, and he just wanders around. Good times. Yeah. So getting, again, like basic functionality, working and moving along. So yeah, it is a slow but steady process. And once we get most of the systems all worked out, I think that this last chicken that we just got implemented tonight, I want to say it took about 40-ish minutes start to finish, maybe like 45, and that was including art, the coding, all that stuff, just to get it to where you could actually unbox him and upgrade him and all that fun stuff. So yeah, slowly but surely we are getting there. And petting, of course. You got to be able to pet the chickens. Don't want to not be able to pet chickens. Yeah. Let's see. We went from Virginia.
Thanks for the follow, coffee then code.
Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. And wait. Hold up.
We reached our followers goal of 520. Thank you everyone.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for getting me over that 520. I do appreciate that. And yeah, thank you everybody who has followed, who's gotten me to this point. I do appreciate that. I'm very confused why it says 519 over there on the followers goal. On my actual followers on Twitch, it's saying 520. Who knows? Anyway, I do appreciate that. So thank you. And I love the comment. Excellent. Good old. For some reason, I hear that and I just think excellent. Anyway, it says 520 on goal for me. Well, no. The goal is 520, but then the actual says 519. But on Twitch, it says 520. Maybe we do a little bit of this and I refresh. Nothing. Oh, well, not the end of the world. Anyway, yeah. So basically, that's what we got going on. Yeah. So again, thank you so much for the raid, ZA Shot. I do appreciate it. If you got a raid and run, totally understandable. No worries at all. I know it after a long stream. You got stuff to do. You got food to eat, sleep to get, and all that good stuff. So got a raid and run. No worries at all. I do appreciate it. And yeah, so thank you for being here. And yeah, so anyone who's new here, first of all, welcome. My name is Moonwood Games. We are doing a game jam as of right now. So this is a game jam for the month of March. It is the theme of the game jam is outside the box. I almost just said unbox. It is outside the box. And so we are making a idle clicker game, mostly because I wanted to go with something a little bit more simple because I don't have a ton of time to work on this. And so basically the idea is you order chickens and then you take them out of a box and then they generate money. Not exactly on the nose, but maybe it is also on the nose. So yeah, very basic, not that crazy, but still fun, still a good time, and I'm enjoying it. It is has been a lot of fun. It's kind of nice to be able to work on something like this instead of the usual, because usually I am working on a dungeon crawling roguelike RPG, so a little bit more of like a dark theme, so it's kind of fun to like just work on something just goofy, silly, bright, and colorful. Very nice change of pace, if I'm being completely honest with everybody. So anyway, yeah, so I'm not normally working on this again just for a game jam for the next month or so. I say or so. It ends at the end of this month, so if it's not done by then we're moving back over to the primary project. So anyway, yes, that's what we got going on.
_Benedict cheered 5 bits. Name a chicken General Tso's or however it's spelled.
Okay, that would actually be kind of funny.
I'm trying to decide. Oh boy. I'm trying to decide how I would actually have the visual, but I really like that. Okay, let's pull up Notepad really quickly so I can get that on there. There we go. We're gonna throw this guy right here. It's gonna be General. Yeah,
I think it's Tsao. General Tso's. I think that's how you spell it. I'll Google it later. I mean, the spell check has not corrected me, so I think that's correct. Anyway, cool. Yeah. I like that. I like that idea. I like it. Okay, so let's see. Where were we? Yes. Okay. Let's see. Excellent. Bad coding. Me? Yeah, probably. Basically. It says 520 on goal for me. Maybe someone unfollowed just now. Ooh, that could actually that might be it. Maybe. It always delayed. AF says 515 for me. Oh, wow, that is very delayed then. How's my chicken doing? Well, it's I have it downloaded. That is as far as we've made it. We are going to be working on getting it added, so we're going to be taking care of that, and it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a very good time. Anyway, also, welcome, Nick. How you doing? How's life? So outside the box, just up for any interpretation. Wait. Oh yeah, so is outside the box just up for any interpretation? Yes. So basically, I'm not sure if how familiar you are with game jams or if you ever participated in one, but basically with the game jams, general idea is they're usually pretty loose, and usually the only rules are they have a theme, and then you have to kind of like incorporate that theme in some way, shape, or form. So like with this one, the theme is outside the box, and so it could literally be anything you want. It could be something where you're trying to get something out of a box. It could be something where you're trying to put something inside of a box. It could be something where instead of being a hero going through a dungeon, you are the monster setting up the dungeon. Something that just like isn't quite right. So anything that would be like outside the box, essentially. So some game jams will be a little bit more restrictive, and they'll be like, well, you have to this specific thing. But I feel like usually the bigger ones and usually the more popular ones are the ones that say, here's the theme, have it be anything, however you want to interpret that, go crazy. And it's kind of fun, but also kind of opens up a lot of, makes it a little bit difficult sometimes to think about what you're actually going to do, because then you're just like, well, what do I actually do here? I don't know. And then you just got to kind of figure it out from there. So this is definitely not the first idea that I had for this game, but I don't know, should be all right. Should be all right. Okay, so let us get this figured out. So we need the chicken one. What is the sorting by? Name. There we go. Freaking. Okay. So we need the chicken box. We need the chicken name and the actual chicken itself. Yeah. Come over here. This is all the things we need. Let's go down to 25%. And 25%. And 25%. Whoa. I do not want that. I accidentally pressed Control O, which does some weird things with Photoshop. There we go. Okay, so there's what we got. There's what we got. Now we've got this guy. We open up over here. Okay, so what are we looking at? How large are these pixels? Whoa, these are 30 pixels. Cool. Let's what would that be? Let's go down to 10%. That's got us down to 3 pixels. So if we then go down 33.333, should be correct. Okay. We're currently sitting at 23 by 25 pixels. Which is close. The chicken itself is 14 by 16. So I think by default the chicken's like 14 by 14. So it's a little larger than... I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I'm trying to decide. So yeah, I'd put the chicken in a Mongolian helmet. You do that. Logan says, hashtag giveaway. Since we have new people, check out the giveaway channel in Discord if you would like a chance to win a Steam key. That is true. Yeah, if you're new here and if you would like a chance to win a free Steam key, we do have a Discord. And so if you join the Discord, there is a channel called the Giveaway, the Game Give.
Emma Steinek says, that's a family bucket lol.
Yeah, it is. It is the Game Key Giveaways. Holy smokes, if I could get that out there. So basically the idea is Loki is absolutely fantastic and has generously offered to give away some of his Steam keys that he has, some extra ones. And so so basically we're going to be doing a weekly Steam key giveaway, and you do have to be a part of the... I think the way we're going to do is you have to be on the stream. Maybe not. Actually, no, we decided not. Basically, all you have to do is just be on the channel, and then you just react to the latest message, and it will then add you into the drawing. And then on the Sunday stream, your name will be up on a wheel, and we will spin that wheel, and whoever's name it lands on, you will then get a chance to choose which key you would like. I think the last reported number that I heard from Loki is there's like 600-ish keys. And yeah, so we've only given away one so far, so you still have the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter to choose from. So, wait, what is this one? How much would it cost to buy all the games from the list in there at their current Steam price? Over 1,000, 1,000, 2,500, 2,500 to 4,000, 4,000 to 5,500, over less than 5,500. I'm not gonna say one way or the other. I'm gonna guess 4,000 to 5,500. That's my guess. Use the interaction to guess. Correct guesses will be added to the wheel for a second key attempt. That's gonna be exciting stuff. That's my guess anyway, though. That's the 4,000 to 5,500. I may be very off, though. I may be very off. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? We got this. We got the chicken bucket. There we go. Coffee Then Code says, I've seen a few, but I haven't done any. I already have enough projects I don't finish. I don't need to not finish something for fun. True. Yeah, this is only my third game jam that I've ever participated in. And I don't know, they're fun. They're fun. It is a little bit weird to like kind of put my other project on complete hold, but I don't know. It's all, again, like I said, it's kind of fun to like step away for a little bit and just kind of, you know, work on something else for a little bit. 930 by 930. It was originally 31 by 31. That's a family bucket. That is a family bucket right there. So, Nick, let me ask you something. How would you feel if I were to take the art and slightly redraw it, maintaining as much of the original design as possible so that it fits a little bit more into this size, like 14 by 16? I might make it slightly larger, because I absolutely love the art, love the color choices, love all of it. I would basically just take what you have here and then just like try to make it like just slightly smaller. I just did a random size. That's fair. And like, to be fair, I did not really specify the size. I didn't expect people to jump on it so quickly, so I'm like, I'll tell people later. And then you came out here with this freaking amazing chicken bucket. So I think here is the plan. Here's the plan. I think what we're gonna do is I am going to, because we need a smaller and a larger. I think I'm going to use this larger size for this guy, and then I'm going to recreate a smaller sprite here. I think that's the plan. Okay, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say canvas size, we're going to do 20 by 20. And we're just going to say this is the largest that we can possibly go is 20 by 20. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so let's do, I think I can do this, right? There we go. I was like, I'm pretty sure that I can split this, which I can. Okay, that way I can have the stuff here to grab color-wise, and then come over here. Cool. So let's go to 1 pixel. Perfect. Yes, let's go like this. I think we're gonna gotta have it go straight up from there. We could then have the overhang. I might make some of the chickens just bigger anyway, so I think I'm actually going to maintain this size. I think that's the plan. I can send you them out if you'd like. I know you aren't entering the drawings. That's true. I'm not entering the drawings. You actually kind of want to know. If you could send that to me, that'd be great, because I do want to know what that amount is. I'm very, very curious on that one. Let's see. I never do played before. Okay, all right. Just making sure that I wasn't falling behind on the YouTube chat. Okay. And just to make sure that I've got a good size for the bucket. And then it'll kind of, you know, obviously fill up with chicken. Get the Family size bucket. I love this thing so much. Like you killed it with this bucket here. Looks so good. All right. So then let's do. Go. Nope. Contiguous, however it's pronounced. Go. No, I kill her with the knife, not the bucky. The bucket. No, I killed with the knife, not the bucket. I mean, that's fair. That's a fair point. Okay. I'm almost wondering. I might actually need to make this slightly smaller. Just to make it feel like it's taller, you know? I think that'll be better. Because like I could make it taller. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna have this be, yeah, it's just gonna be smaller. Not quite as wide. Hold up. There we go. Okay. Now, let's do... Got all those herbs and spices and everything. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna really make me want some chicken. I should not be craving at almost midnight. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I should get some chicken tomorrow. Right. Okay. Right, there's one. Obviously, you don't look on stream. Well, I mean... Obviously, yes. I will not. I will not look on stream, I promise. Automod held a message. Oh, have you seen the idle game? How to train your cock. The chicken lifts weights to get buff. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. You know what's actually funny? Is we actually kind of have a reference to that. Not necessarily that game, because I had never heard of that game before. That is really funny, though. But we are going to have a chicken in this game called... where is he? Where is he? Where'd he go? The Johnson. His name is The Johnson. Because, you know. And he's going to be somehow phallic shaped. So that'll be fun. And of course, you know, good old classic Sir Box-a-Lot. Cluck Norris. Should be a good time. Excellent. I know, right? Yeah, I don't know how many of these are actually going to make it in. Oh, also this one we're working on right now is going to be called The Colonel. Because, you know. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Yeah, maybe there's gonna be too many puns in this game. Maybe there's not gonna be enough. Who knows? There will be a lot. Yes, that's that. And then we fill this guy in. See, having reference to draw to just makes things so much easier. Especially when it's good reference like this. Then I can just come in here and just be like, all right, I'm going to throw this one in here. We're going to throw this guy right here. He's going to kind of pop out the top a little bit. Go. Couple of these in here. This guy. There we go. Fantastic. I might... Yeah, I might fill that part in. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I'm gonna fill that part in, if that's okay. You mean excellent? No rubber chicken? Oh my gosh, how did we miss rubber chicken? Rubber chicken, definitely gotta be in there. John Hina? It's just an empty Sprite. John Henna. So I get the henna because it's a hen. Then I read it as John Hina or Cena. And if people are reading as John Hina, I'm gonna have to brainstorm this one and just kind of see where we can go with that. But I like that. That one's really funny. You should pull it up on another monitor. I want to see your reaction. All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Over here. Over here. Oh my gosh. Wait, Loki. Is this the whole? I know that you were talking about the price when you were like 3/4 of the way. Is this 3/4 or is this the full price? That is insane. Oh my god. Oh boy. That is a lot. That is so much money. Holy smokes. Well, that is a lot. That is a lot. Oh my gosh. Sheesh. Very nice. Very nice. That's everything, not counting duplicates. Fair. What is that for? Yeah, so we have a, obviously, I feel like most people do. We have a Discord channel. Very exciting stuff. But the actual exciting stuff on the Discord channel is we have this new channel on here called the Game Key Giveaways. So basically, Loki, who is in chat and also the one who's posted these messages in here, is kind enough to have offered a bunch of his extra Steam keys that he's got and basically offered to give them away for free. So essentially what we are doing is each week there's going to be a new post that you will basically, all you have to do is just react to it in any way you would like. Just react to it, and then you'll be put onto a wheel, and then on the Sunday streams, we spin the wheel, and then whoever's name it lands on gets to choose which game they would like to have. And yeah, apparently it's something like 600 games or something like that. Like 600 Steam keys, give or take. And yeah, so all sorts of amazing stuff. And yeah, so if you would like a chance to win a free Steam key, make sure to join the Discord and go react to this message. This one right here, because again, there is a new message that gets posted every week, and then on the next stream on Sunday, so the Sunday the 15th, is going to be when we spin the wheel, and then whoever it lands on will be given access and can choose. Not counting the non-Steam keys. That is nuts. I haven't had the chicken ready. Ooh. Which chicken is it, Nick? Loki, why do you have roughly 600 extra Steam keys? Lots of bundles. Lots of bundles. He has purchased so many bundles. Are people allowed to re-enter the giveaway after winning? I'm going to say yes. Mostly just because, I mean, like, we have a decent amount of people on the server. But we could, like, Loki, you could literally give, what, like, 6 keys to everyone on the server. So yeah, I think you're good to be able to resubmit your name for a drawing. I think so. All right, let's come in here and let's get this C in here. So that one's gonna be a little bit more tricky. That shouldn't be too bad, actually. All we'll do is we'll just get that. Oh, over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Not quite as exciting looking. But again, as a sprite, it does kind of have to be like squashed just a little bit. Maybe we do this. Okay. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, something to that effect. Okay. Now for resize you back up to 400%, and then we save you as chicken 5. Chicken 5. There we go. Yes, let's go. It's in your personal messages. Ooh, all right, I'm gonna have to go take a look. I won't vote on cost thing though, since I could hypothetically figure it out. I guess that's true. You probably could. Come pretty close anyway. If you did, I would have removed your name from the wheel. Just saying. But you could always be in the weekly draw. Fantastic. I love it. Okay. There's that. So we're good on chicken 5. And the next thing we can do is... I might do that one. Okay. I think the next thing up then is getting the larger sprite here created. Yeah. Chicken 5 is alive. Chicken 5 is always alive. He's live and ready to go. There he is. Live and ready to go. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm going to... That's why. I was like, why does it look kind of weird? It's because the bucket has an outline, but the chicken doesn't. I'm gonna add an outline to the chicken. Okay, let's take right here. Yeah, here down. We're gonna go 1, 2, 4. Be all right. Okay. I think I also do just need to, like, extend this out, you know? I actually kind of like this one more. So let's put you there. You to you to you. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, save that. There we go. So now technically, I guess if I were to come in here, well, no. But I could test it like this. Let's actually rename chicken 1. We're gonna rename you chicken 10. I'm gonna call this one chicken 1. I just want to see what it looks like walking around, you know? I'm definitely going to change some of the collision boxes stuff, though. Is that going to be too big? I mean, like, obviously... I was thinking about potentially redoing the chickens a little bit anyway. That feels almost too big. I might need to do it again and just like make it just like 2 pixels smaller. It just feels like in comparison to other chickens. And again, like I said, you know, definitely got to fix the collision on the larger sprites. Some of these are going to be slightly larger than the others. Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I might need to redraw it just a little bit more to make it like slightly smaller. But I think other than that, we should be good to go there. I won't vote on costing though. Yeah, hypothetically, you can always be in the weekly draw. That fried chicken has soul. Really does. Look at it walking. Look at it walking around like that. Is it technically more than 1 chicken in that bucket? That's a great point. That is a really good point. That is technically more than 1 chicken in that bucket. Unless, of course, it's 2 wings and 2 drumsticks. Then I guess it's technically 1 full chicken in pieces. It's a little, little dark, but oh well. It happens. It happens in these kinds of games. As I said, it's a family bucket. Oh my gosh. It got even darker. Oh my gosh. That's also dark. I love it. Oh, that's hilarious. It is a family bucket of chicken right there. There we go. Holy smokes. That is hilarious. I love it. Okay. Well then, I think we've made some good progress. I think my brain is probably just about out of juice for tonight, though, unfortunately. Didn't make it quite as long as I was hoping, but again, my brain, my ADHD is just like, I don't think it's gonna allow me to focus anymore. Guess you could say chemistry hooked. That's true. We could say that. We absolutely could. Hold on, check your DMs. Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to check it like right now, so I was gonna wait until after the stream. But if you'd like me to pull it up right now. What is this guy? Wait, what is this? I'm so confused. What is he? What is this? What chicken is this? Oh, John Henna? John Hina? That's the wrong one, lower. Oh! That's right, that's from September. I was like, what am I looking at here? What is this? Look at him! Look at that guy! Look at him, it's John Hina! Oh my gosh, I wasn't... Okay, I get the whole thing. Right? I wasn't expecting to see a completely empty picture, so I was so confused. I was like, how is this a chicken? I didn't understand it. That makes way more sense. Way more sense. And that makes way more sense now, too. The utter confusion has me dying. I was so confused. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, wait, it makes way more sense now. Way more sense. I like that. Oh man, good times. All right, everybody, it's been an absolute blast. I'm gonna go get some sleep because you can tell I'm obviously very tired, but thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you all have an absolute fantastic rest of your evenings and days, wherever you be in this world. No, Yato, Yato.
Welcome Yato and your 4 amazing audience members.
Thank you for the raid. I was just signing off. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, everybody. I am so sorry. But hey, do you want to really see really quickly what we got going on? We're working on an idle clicker chicken breeding game. Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. I actually just realized I need to come in here and correct this. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Yes, we're working on this for a game jam. Just a little game jam going on. And yeah, basically it is going to be a farm simulator idle game thing. I'm still not quite sure how to talk about it. Anyway, basically, general idea is you got your chickens here, right? And you order your chickens and you pull them out of the box and you get your chicken, and then they start idly generating revenue because, you know, if you're familiar with idle games, you know how they work. And then you order another chicken, and then you got a different kind of chicken, the Orpington chicken, and then you can unlock another one, and this guy is the Australorp chicken. And then after that, it gets a little crazy. So you can start ordering other ones like this guy here. This is the homebody chicken, which is basically just a chicken who never left his shell, and he stays inside of his shell. And that's all we got so far. It's just those 4 chickens. And yeah, you can upgrade them and all sorts of fun stuff, and they start generating more money and faster, and yeah, should be a good time. Anyway, yeah, so basically, yeah, just getting all the basics in here. And yeah, it's just going to be kind of a punny, fun little game for a little game jam, so should be a good time. Anyway, yeah, so again, like I said, I am very sorry that you raided right as I was about to end, but we are gonna go do a raid. So if anyone has any suggestions on who we should go raid, would absolutely love to hear some suggestions. And yeah, let's see, I'm gonna send a better one in a moment. No worries at all. Raid chain time. Yoda says, nice, idols are fun to do. This is actually my first idle game I've ever made, and I'm a little bit worried about the balance, but again, it is for a game jam, so I'm not that. Ooh. We got a whistle. We got a whistle in here. Idle chicken clicker game. Nice. I appreciate that. Thank you, Reboot Tech. Yeah, we do have a lot of punny chicken names planned, though. I mean, so we just made the homebody tonight, and then we were working on the kernel, which is basically just a it's a bucket of chicken. So this will be the kernel. Yeah, just a bucket of chicken that walks around and generates money. We got maybe General Tso's. We got the Poultrygeist. We got real chicken, which is basically just an actual chicken that you just cut out. Chicken and waffle. Popcorn chicken, which is just a piece of popcorn with a beak on it. Guy in a chicken costume. Pluck Norris. Sir Box-a-Lot. The Johnson. Anyway, yeah, so should be a good time. Should be a good time. Let's see, good job, quite the lorp. Thank you. I just realized that the formula was broken. What I sent you is wrong. Oh. Well, then I'm gonna have to go take a look, once you send the updated version. A shellfish chicken. It's a crab. Oh my gosh. Well, there we go. The shellfish chicken. Definitely adding that to the list. And not all of these are going to make it, because I don't know how much time we're going to have to add every single chicken that we have in mind. Because again, once I start getting the chickens in here, it is going to be a bit more stuff that I need to get done on the back end. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. But I do appreciate that one. See, send one. Yoda says, yeah, balancing is not simple. I need to go over mine again and work on the balancing. Yeah, it's crazy. Shellfish? How much? I sent it. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick look at that, and then we're gonna go do a raid, everybody. Because my brain is very much so done for the evening. It is its thinking is not functioning as thinkingness as it should be. That's a sentence. Oh boy. I thought the last number was crazy. Holy smokes. You're gonna have to update that thing in the Discord. You're gonna have to update it, because not accurate anymore. Anyway, well, thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. I hope everyone has an absolutely fantastic rest of your evenings. Again, I do appreciate that raid. Thank you so much. So if anyone has any suggestions on where we should go, let me know. But yeah, I hope everyone has an absolutely fantastic rest of your evenings or days, mornings, wherever it may be in this world. And I will see you all on the Thursday stream. So not tomorrow, but the next day. And yeah, until then, good luck, farewell, and I'll see you on the other side. Goodbye.